Mount 50 goals. I think say Barca trust era no. And here the Messi era. You are guaranteed say Messi be mount 50 goals a season, 40 goals a season. CCA, you know, they are rather looking at how deep the squad is and then the balance. Yes. Okay, so fine. So let's do this. I think that in signing Rodri, Barca have invested a huge amount of money in reputation and profile. Now, how does that translate into performance? I think that the only issue that Hansi Flick has to deal with. Rodri has quality. He has reputation. The profile is a right fit. It brings a needed balance, not into the Barca midfield, but team Nina. If you get managers like Pep, no more trail, what Rodri brings to the team, you understand this. Or the balance, a Barca team Nina. Last season, yes, Barcelona had midfield control. But again, they were susceptible to counter-attacks. It means when Barca lose the ball, they need somebody. One, provides the cover for a tree. Two, is able to recycle possession again so Barca manages or handles control. And then there, now Rodri, they Manchester City. That guarantee of being in control in and out of possession. He's taking that quality to the Barcelona team. So at the balance, neighbor, and it will help them. Now, when they have that balance, Emma risks taking Neko from Kakra. So the transitional play, Barca is so direct, a bit of balance, Biba.
So more of Busquets, more era now.
Exactly. So now it is not just going direct, it's about control. And then controlling with tact. What they are doing to him. So when they have to go direct in a moment, it will be created by Rodri. When they have to control, again, it will be done by Rodri. Very important. So yes, they have paid good money. In fact, good money. 61 million euros at this instance. Near the add-ons, Akika Kahona could do 71.5. Easily achievable clauses. A good money for a 31-year-old, a 30-year-old or 31 for Manchester City. A huge investment by Barcelona, but it goes on to say they understand what Rodri is bringing to the table. So it fits into the whole conversation again. Market circumstances. There are times where you need a player. So Omba Boao team. But market circumstances, maybe an club, player nankasa, and also issues around it. You hold on to that transfer. Find solutions from within your squad, and then you go for such a profile in the next market. And I'm now talking about Ellen Haaland here now. Market circumstances now means that the Barca here and Sanka. One, Atiko wore a very stubborn stance on Tong Obertoa trigger the release clause. Availability of options. Barca didn't come on Luis Suarez, Diabim, and they say Victor Gyökeres scratching so PM. They are not the long-term fit. So you will pay a good amount of money for a player you will be thinking about moving on after 2 seasons. Why not look for solutions within? And can they find it? Yes. The attacking profiles of Barca players, attackers, they have a certain versatility and technical ability around them. Gordon Betmiabo as a de facto center forward and a second striker. Adeyemi, the same. Rafinha, the same. Even Dani Olmo as a second striker or as a de facto center forward. To say that Ferran Ayenibi. Olmo can crash the box. He and Onokranik prolific nature no was Shokakra at the same Ferran Torres today. So Barca would need to address the need for a goal scorer, a reliable goal scorer from among the squad. Ideally, Komunya Alvarez and Komorie, but ideal situation in the like in the Rodri case. So what do? You look for solutions within.
Wontumi,
and then you bide your time. Either say when the next market in the summer is activated, a lot of things happen in football over time. Nobody knew say last year Barca and Sabekan Rodri, true or false?
Yeah,
it wasn't part of the conversation.
And even this summer,
nobody knew. So depending on how things unravel at City, Ellen Haaland there no beji was City view. No, there no J. Only BBG view. Everything there is to win at City is done it. Anything there is to prove that he belongs in the elite. He's done it in England. But there's one thing he will be looking for: individual glory. Say obe peja akonenim. And there are only 2 clubs currently who guarantees that: Real Madrid, Barcelona.
PSG
to me, yes, is because maybe the But again, will PSG even suit their current approach in the market? The 2 clubs you can actually bank your hopes on. Say Eyomusu from time immemorial say omoje woye kese no mudi bibia kan ho apagya wa kosoro kra no Barcelona and Real Madrid. Real Madrid, I doubt if they will be going heavy in the market for someone like Haaland. So if Barca play their cards well and then they are able to gather the needed funds for such a project, Barca and Sabit Miaka Haaland in some next transfer windows to come. Sana football it here. So I think they need not risk it. Say changing it, attack and wako farm and bisa. Look for solutions within, and they have answers. They will find goals amongst the players. Say they don't need a striker now. If the market circumstances is in favorable, Hansi Flick should address the issue technically and tactically. Back to City. I think that Rodri exemplifies the best value for money deal at Man City. They broke their own transfer record on Rodri for 70 million euros from Atletico Madrid. Atletico for profit 45 million because almost far from Villarreal for 25. What am I saying here? City kofa Rodri buy no. Pep at the BB can a policy team no. Now, Rodri changed or impacted City positively. So on the field, they won everything there is to win.
Yeah.
Premier Leagues, Champions League, domestic cup competitions. Rodri gave Manchester City a certain presence. They thought that they had seen it all. It may be De Bruyne, Amone, Fernandinho, but Rodri took it a notch higher. And he gave City perhaps the best and the biggest individual award a player, Washington City Jesse Benya, the Ballon d'Or. Even going to the World Cup, watching World Cup, the best player at that competition. Heroes is one of the best player.
Yeah.
So he's the best value for money deal. Man City and the it transcends just playing for City, but also representing City in international courses for his country. And I'm Renason. I carry 12 months. Player Neko. City are able to bargain and make, if all clauses are satisfied, 71.5 million euros on a player who's 30 years or 12 months or a dodgy injury record. This is a very important thing to note. A dodgy injury record. And City make that money. I think it is the best deal. And for Barcelona, the only thing they need to pray for is the physical reliability of Rodri. And yet whether he can tactically do a job or pass. What about yes analysis say better than Rodri did the best ever. You are just doing a disservice to what the guy has represented. And then you make up. Rodri is your typical one-dimensional player. It is because of the environments they are shaping. One, Atletico Madrid or youth academy to Villarreal youth team into the senior team. Then from Villarreal to Atletico again under Simeone. Then to Pep Guardiola. So Rodri, and in the profile, and in the character, a career partner, it is Alonso DNB, Alonso Benitez, Meboa, Owie no Kobo, Mourinho, Owie no Kobo Pep.
Yeah.
Different ideologies, you pick certain things out of it. The amount say you become versatile and dynamic. Sana Rodri, and you come say how will he settle in? The Basa phone soon more home physical reliability. Exactly, physical reliability. You better be the Niaton, so say Rodri available or you fit and one. That is the only thing they need. But for City, yes, they've gotten money, good money, but they will pay more than that to get a Rodri replacement.
Are you Boadi?
Oh, forget
100,
please. Again,
Enzo.
We are overly excited about the World Cup. And are you Boadi ball boy? And Oyanesana, you have simplified the Rodri issue. Rodri ni Manchester City team ni more. Send an purpose feeling. That is how you understand how grave the whole situation is. And yes, Rodri, are you Boadi ni Enzo Fernandez about? You are looking at players in terms of personnel and profile say omo a replacement, but a human ankasa and then the understanding of the City team and how they play, it will take City more than one season, even beyond 2 seasons, for them to get a player they think can come in and do exactly or similar to what Rodri gave them. So money does not address the Rodri problem for City. Time might help, but then again, it's about the manager and the person. Now you think be about Enzo Maresca. Now what he has to do is say, oh, he has authority. Or say Maresca here authority to prove say on also a player A or B, they will back him. I think they will back him. If City wouldn't back Maresca, they wouldn't go that length. They say more compensation about Chelsea. They wouldn't go through that. They will back him. Again, the situation looks similar to Alex Ferguson every Manchester United, but the conditions around us were a bit different. Kakra, City have the structures, Man U did not have. So the transitioning from Ferguson was not just that; it was also a transitioning from David Gale. Gale was in charge of football operations. Nesro or the Ferguson Cabo no medijuma. Enti omo free or omo.
Of course,
as you understand.
Yeah.
Sebi scan moves also over to scat to.
David. Impact in the.
Oh yes.
Huge impact.
I see. Monganje is say Obama Beje. And answer all bounce one may Tennessee henum for delayance of services. T. I know the
Omi who do pay. Near one and pay.
Okay. Okay, 2 bon first come, Mamma. They want to
massa as a Yabru. Okay, a Yabru pie to Massa, me who the Okona, me who the woman who the Hona, who said in your city. Na
ogi tu ni kapre
o ma brazo na dia we masa
ni hwe masa
me anwune ho opa fani nyina
abile Isaac
o de fani nyina o te de fani nyina kra
abo yem kwa
ni nyina che wo awusia emulate for darum na no pe ye no madro na aboa immune system na emulate aba supplement no ana kantanka pharmaceutical so mo de abantia no ana wonya bia ebetimi aboa mo apomodin no SPSC tanti utie me a general well-being no ebekọ kama support immune system no enso ade amount shano so ma me say wo ba na wafa yefuna kra ne nimfia dumie no enso kwa wo mani bia enye ye udu pharmacy bia also per immunity wonsa enso ebeka bi Glow 360 salon and spa awon ane drona o say se wo pese wo ye uti na say ne o pese wo ye bema wo be uti na mana efe oban so pese wo ye uti no kama ana say bia eye facials ana pese wo ye manicure ana say pedicure ana wo ye bi massage ana say bia eye frontal installation ana enya makeup so do any tattoos o pese wo she nails eye Glow 360 salon and spa ana say ne wo dem wani etre na afi ye boa na de da no sonko kra ne say wo fie na wontimi emma ye beba na afi be adwuma adem ama no ana ye fen home service no ye wa Accra Sprinters adjacent Chicken Republic or ana afi number eye 0599470003 na afi wadi enkomo na no pe na bibia so aye kama adem ama ntisa no so emma ye characteristics adro ne ye ni nyina ne say nam ya de no say gono say Felix ana sambia aye Canada ana ha wa adwena no adrei na emo gono ne de adate ne tade ama pa ana for your bansu gunso na otenka bi wa kira ni nyina no aye nam ya de ne bia ebeboa ama nuama ko ezara man capsules ne de aye mema dro ene sronko a eno tatahwe kra enti eno nzunya bia ebeboa fa ama nuama koye adamanti zaharman ene capsules eno ana onya bia ye kan wasem de acho hindi halba mr treat malaria fever ana typhoid ne no diabetes no enso ebeko 0246348334 na fe nkomo enso akoso ye remu ewa Alaska Star Enterprise ano pay a ye kwaje wallpaper 3D 5D ana samabu sheet ani nyina no ye benya bi awaso ana afi blanket nzi upebi adi jumania eno nso aye ye kan aroma diffuser unsa ebeka be ni nyina no aye Alaska wono ana de abanua medicine dam de odam ebe kama ebe nita na odo wani achi okumase behind and the boss FM building ye na dia dum hwe udu Accra Circle tiptoe lane so a ye ho aye 0554114878 na fe wadi nkomo ena no pe ye remu e wo Sebotec garage sanope o wo car na be se wo ton anase bia wo car no nso a new one how the fra brochira ba be se yento na yemfa usika ma ne kwa eno nso ye beto ana Africa yi enso asi ebo so anase na ogia boss no ana nya problem ye o machine ye di detective fault na afia sa ye ho adwuma every amount na o property so to say a dime na asase a a dime won siwie o be se wo ton wo asase no nso dey a ni nyina no ye be di wo dwuma adama ye wo awoshi ye ben ene waterworks wo ana afi wo Kumasi between Georgia Hotel and afi Gridco office no 0542275252 na wedding komo na she was SP2 engine oil de wo mu pa and is a diesel and a petrol car engine and you money ye and afi a new one and I hope using so which me use engine oil we e ma no boaka no e ma nto wisie ni nyina and so be 0540424386 na wedding komo a Lawson beverages are doctor and the Lawson delay man beaters ube delay one pem na we in kachempem ama nneoma koye di amawa jiwanya drebi na afi one no no ana ebetimi abo na afi nneoma koye ade ama delay man capsules anu so de wa wani tua de wom ese ne nneoma nkoye ma wo yo ba na akwa fiche wote yawa enu so ebeboa ayi ni nyina de free wo eze ama ne delay man capsules no ana so pebie ana afi ye rem na delay no ye can want me law can no and also siesia infio kama every ama 0248619999 baby abedu eto adro bia no bisa on some abeka be 3p garlic mixture any high blood pressure o sugar level e wasro e stroke and achi obi me nine and me some attire titiriti wota complaining we na 3p na wo no ma e bie veins no ntirinum e ma moja no e fam ye pa tiri nyina no ene so be pedro bi na afi wanom na eno etimi aboa enamba no ye 0248928824 udu pharmacy ubenya adrebi enso mleti wato pure foi wonu mantaroma eye polytank dia eno and fie bia me so man mu ese fie bia nya polytank na wo kwan dan na udu ona polytank ni ma ese okokra because enso twa wo be kire pa ntie no ana fie rafo ye ka chem ze say one criteria aye behind dan ye hwe and it's a polytank e fie na tank no kura bi so na nya polytank enso a ye behind dan because polytank no na ye panso no guma emu ansom enya butobi brand de ka we ne de e kama pa Ghana fo nyina no ajatum since 1992 na polytank enso abaduma e wo man mu ti polytank de eno aye papa ankase no ane ekra mo medima fo de Dr. Time da so wono enie emra no say ya de no de tie bia wo de akini na wo doctor yi antimi amoawa wo de bana fe awo no maware be mfie bebre ni ema Dr. Time da so ana be bwana fe wadi dwuma no ede ama time da so dwuma stroke ana sisie ene ya wo ya ana asem bia wonso sexual weakness bema o mera yo e wo mpem ne de anim gwase akra o bema na fon ya kitua bi enom ayese crayon ni nyina no ade se doctor be pagem adiamo abua kwa agogo school junction ana fe akra poko ase mayera 0244774282 na fe wadi nkomo na doctor mensa de ya de no do so pa na mom wono de was specialize ewo nneoma bia ekoso abraboma ye hu ye ho ano se adwuma na wo ye business obi aye bi bado go akoye bia enye ye sikato nsama na ahye aware no okwa na waba wo se eye sasam na di wachi abeje sasadro na afedware enu bone ana hawa wonu mo abeso ojai wontimi nya ye dro no ye obi o se bi obi o kasa na num enka ensom na wona num ana afo jonso kete so a o doctor aye Dr. Mensa o kochu oni grizapo ana di anum hwe obo ase kwa no so onya dru akra Madina Zongo Johnson or Cancer Building number no 0244921269 na what in common and anope na the woman is a tabian no so we bema na onya takum ni bia emza why ho pa because o miss opportunities o adiano die timede ba enisem atinkana eno ewo na de bia wo de wuhu no oba unreach orgasm da ha dwen o bokagu na we no wo de kwaso na dita akom ni bia abonze ebeji baby feeling ni se bia ebe ye pie enso ade amata bia ba mr ne de malaria ha wa dwen wonu matu ntimi ni do na ntika kra bia na wa bre sai wonam ye omemremra wonya ta bia ba mr eno be boa na afi capsules no so dwumadie no sisie na achia no entimi ntini ni mu a wo de num bi eno ano no ɛyɛ 0243686861 no abɔ nkɔmmɔ na ba hospital deɛ doctor sɛ wodeɛ no ɛyɛ dompe no ana problem ɛwɔ mu a sɛ wotia no pay obu nam ɔyɛ footballer anaasɛ wanya accident or spine no wanya problem ɛwɔ mu a dompe no nkasɛ deɛ ɛyɛ ba ɛno no doctor wɔ HIV aduro ɛtwerɛ duro ana afei yadeɛ nketewa stroke ne nyinaa no ɛno nso wɔte ne tɛ wode w'ani bɛkyi ato nso agogo ɔbɛn agogo hospital ana afɔ Accra yɛwɔ Sprinters Road 18 Junction wobɛtumi afrɛ wɔn 0244 988 004 na wɔdi nkɔmmɔ Ruta Mr. Ruta Live ana afei Ruta Tonic ne deɛ ɛyɛ 310 Ruta Mr. na no pay award ate agu so sɛ wo complain yɛde aduane si w'anim a ana mentimi ne di malaria yi na bra yɛde aduane ma wadi bio na no ne wo nkwa na Ruta Mr. no ana ɛyɛ ne nyinaa ɛde ama Ruta Live no nso mogya ntimi ne yɛfrusan yɛ a ɛno ɛbɛboa tonic no nso yɛ typhoid fever no ɛbɛyi afiri wɔ 0244 485632 na wɔdi nkɔmmɔ Kojak deɛ waware tua anɔpɛ yɛ bɛ adwuma ɛyɛ Kojak Charcoal toothpaste ɛno ane ɛyi so yɛ nkɔda yi kɔ school a wode bi bɛpesti wɔ mu siam wɔ mu sɛntɛ wɔ anu mu ɛnso ɛbɛkɔ Kojak deɛ wɔanya bi a ɛbɛha adwen pa na proko no nso wotia wɔyɛ a woti fa dwa broni fɛ no migraine dwa wo paa ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ ɔnya aduro yi a ɛno bɛboa ɛyɛ 0244 559597 na wɔdi nkɔmmɔ Natural Company Limited ɛno ana ɛne Proslav ne deɛ prostate no wodwon so na ebi akam wodwon so a na emu ya woyɛ a wonya Proslav a ɛno ɛbɛboa na afɛ True Man capsules no ne ano ɛyɛ weak erection premature ejaculation ne nyinaa nso ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ ne ɛbɛkɔ na afɛ Congo ointment deɛ wɔnam ani nsa ne nyinaa no ɛno nso ɛbɛhyɛ no kama paa ɛde amoyɛ 0249 017101 na wɔdi nkɔmmɔ na mmom ɛyɛ power specialist ɛba hospital deɛ na yɛ maame doctor akosua adua yɛ wɔn no ana fatty liver hepatitis ana afei ne ɛno ɛyɛ fibroid obu a nafu no oyɛ ɔba yɛ na yɛ kɛse yɛ maame sɛ bra ɔmo wɔduro ama nana ne kidney ana wɔ problem afɔ ne kyɛ kumase fo yi ase wɔ som twekwa no so a ɛhɔ ɛna ɔwɔ a wɔdi dwuma wɔ Adua Junction Accra yɛwɔ Kwabenya ACP Road hɔ a ana yɛbɔ adwuma takradefo nso ase wɔrekɔdo ɛwɔ Anagye extension number no yɛ 0244 544422 na ne maame doctor kosu adua ya edi nkɔmɔ fan
wo ɛne ɛna no pɛ so yɛnkɔ so ɛna afei yɛna ɛyɛ Best Brain Publication Limited ɔnom ɛnso ase ɔma daroma abrɛbi ɔmo so asene me adwumadie no yɛra so de ma na me say sɛ foundation na wo pɛde ama ɛyɛ ɔba no ɛkɔ school nkwan de a wo de no ɛyɛ Best Brain Publication ɔmo books na abrɛbi a yɛ retain say 5-star na maka trust ɔmo ana ɔmo yɛ the leading publishing company ɛnso ɛwɔ Ghana te book bi abeso to bia no wobɛnya bi de ama ba no preschool die wo ma fei ɛba no sɛ bi a best section nso no won sabɛka bi from English language are call ɛyɛ computer nom de call creative art area mathematics ne nyina no ɛnso ɛyɛ Best Brain adie no afroba no so wɔ JHS nso a books no ɛna kyɛsɛ subject ne nyina no wobɛnya ɛna sa akɔda no so kɔ senior high ɛnso a ɛyɛ course bi akɔda no yɛ bi no ne concept and ne kind of aye chess and electives ni nyina no Best Brain Daroma ne man so be Friday ama aye obra no ye adwuma pankro abed way La Posada Hotel na chi ana sabeka Best Brain ana Ghana de say Accra Tamaleta Kradenom and sunya no money ateba bia be fa bia no wo mo branch our to their friend number no aye 0507 200 na one aye Best Brain and some enkasa na Zimman Plus about capsules no way aye for crowd no obete dene aye per panai yasesem way aye instant achesa drono modi aba no aye capsules no enye abema wodi also ya no say wodi nsuo ebepia aye capsules no me no na de yete no se bia wa wogitum se bia de no asete amachesa wo ba be fro aye mpa mo no ho no na chesa wo ball capsules no me no no na be boost sexual drive bema mreyo ebe free woni padwam na fe ama ho dem apaso atimi aba we no eni sunso so bone e wo ni padwa no so aye draw FDA mperfo no wo mo anso agye ensom atumtenei eno anabo ma sisiade na diaka na nyina no eno nso akowei aye Dr. Solomon Adaroma Solak Biochemist Limited onom ana de Zimman Plus about capsules no enso abadama wa draw ni 0245 055616028 nano Dr. Solo and some any common high sense idea. MC Thomas Wani sorry because woman ma just appliances out of coffee, appliances out of co numa many a day. Maybe I may be an almost from a night yakasakwe. One more 10-day promo na 10-day promo no a 2026 high sense factory direct promo. Nazam from a one is a weed ya coffee. Now we're in the say ya tete so I just a product to be able to be ano. I'm set time and no idea we save this car already new money ya terrible one so and I will so some be promo. We say J a year just a kit webinar fee. We some oria joadie a cover refrigerators and a fee about the freezers and washing machines and a smart TV about the laser TV and a sound system. A kitchen appliances and a new model and also a way a 10-day a promo 5-year manufacturer default warranty and some cover 0302550000 license and perifono and some other joso a feme can full a cancer a guy and some amawa gyno a guy helbame shane the capsules ya can get now what just so a trusty winner to Nadwano and some I say oh your banner was some swa Debiano Ayasi John Wojo and Debiano oh bones and Wayana a heart temper pain eban and den I just unbearable abomodian so bekonafe was walk out a draby and some ato coco ebeko na fe asamo bawa tinka sama na chesaira efru ni pedranimo and some ebejai ho ebeben na for us what me at today I won permission say ni padiam say wo dan was out you beman so beboa ye panafe ama mema and sianti kan nyina no eno enso akọ again na what just so etosen adrono enyana e wo dwa so 0500888830 na when again and some kasana fe mana broni na MB adwan de say uni bi dana chese why ho because none of say Sharak say na chema man fa bi mba ye ton ti we bi adiana wa to bi adiana no aya mana board ye tell say ba bia obi a we place order wo so e de baba na what me enjoy fried rice any jollof rice any chese pizza no so no shipa na adiana no ba kwana nam no ba ko bo 7 ba ko bo 11 afei wa ma salad na passes our piano so some make our quanto wedding engagement and just say no where you so more pa and a day and our cook on us come up pantine when a manabo and casa where you're tomorrow chronom 0249030830 and B about Josso AB Herbal Clinic I suffer rasta any now so say Banaba J Wayarisa will find a jojo and I'll say be a stroke and I say how you know what more draw and what to assemble one sent now and also come and what you your bema or so ball will prostate and by men train and my prostate enlargement Emma Ansana what pan what drew a fee say be our general glaucoma and abba Debiawani I Koko Pusawani I cataract and no and I'll throw one in the swatano Wabatenete I'm gaining I site na man your man so on Fedrono and when is so Tiano Sharon so amame while you're Juma Ewo Kumasi Aquara so Jumasi Mema Katachuan Ma Pena Kasua Millennium Inside and a Delan Stop the Ho and a Ebi so all your Juma 0541565199 now just Ebi and so Enkasa ya buy an Amuzua food question of the day. Now Amuzua food question of the day say Yemiza say 2026-2027 EPL title on Team Bank and Afuso Beje Chelsea Beje.
Oh yeah, I know the
maybe maybe opa jai
sa ya kaneka the woman no be any bi na adwenche no so Chelsea still dominate pa wo Nana Safo Kantanka as a Chelsea and AJ live on Facebook and afeway Benji and fancy Seria say Kodi ama Chelsea and no nkoma what they about Enoch Mensah Sama United and Ewini and also de abaway was here from Sports Atom say Chelsea the Blues and no a messenger also de about Kwaku man was Chelsea no doubt and on one throw Nana Poku was the Ghana so women said different day the title and playing Koma. One also the about Godfrey sir Chelsea the Blues Nanaya ranking as a call a day Ama Arsenal Richarlison Stone I say Arsenal Benjamin Boadi as a Liverpool Alex Esuman our Goso educational directorate was say Arsenal and a mind you and a Ewini and Nana Kwesi Simon Sam Chelsea where Kwaku ranking and so as Arsenal Margaret Mensah Margaret said Liverpool and a Bewini from Amuzu as a Chelsea FC Steven Ahin as a Hull City and a Bewini league title His Excellency Nanaya Red Doom and so Chelsea City and a Ewini Amofa Joseph of course Liverpool you never walk alone Omo never.
Question also you posted on my Telegram page or Francis Maria Telegram no mauza amamfo so de omo de ade bantu kitchen so be share na we no ya be no so de amamo em say you know fantasy league you know
fantasy
Telegram e de no messages in any likewise say Arsenal and some the Gunners and abeje and TK so say Chelsea for no na woman some abefa fe Eric Donaldson one so say Arsenal and Charles say Arsenal is going to win it for the second time in a row over 20 years. Wait, fancy. Next one also the message on the band on the PH will say United and Arsenal and so about Farnachas and Nicolas Alhassan and a daily message about Manchester United way I'm innocent on also the and Bernard Amwa so say glory Man United Beckenboa Junior was say I'm a big Chelsea fan, but I tip Arsenal out to win. I don't know so to Telegram or and so at the banana pay yes. I'm in 5 course and my na yen call Emra as see me mamo 5 course now BW69 C14 E29 BW69 C15 586 BW69 C15 9E6 BW69 C15 D85 BW69 C16 067 yeah we
good
see 5 codes you heard the ABC league na na shase no
sure
and to school abie
Wontumi started classes kakra
school abie
mu kakra umfanto
very necessary
yeah fine
so we bibia bie mo ho
David same problem in kwamo no nemra
okay
ano pay bia jinam bia fine
we say crowd me hu ye
o say
wo me hu ye
o de dey fancy
wo amara me hu ye
o de
so hu ye hu
o de me see fancy
on say me dey me ya na me send you
tu send you man
me send you man say me ya na me ya wo hu no
za okay
Dr. Musu ya na frɛ kapo da ya ko fo na ba ana menka
oze
menka mo bia ntibi
o de kai
menka mo bia ntibi akapo ni mi ana
o de ka mo bia so bezo biati
ana susuru
so bezo biati
e ka no be start atwi nda ba
akabe azem la okay amo obi nkwache me nkoye bibi
o na so menka na me lose me top button ana me busa se ka no o be start atwi nda ba yi
e say nya mai ti o de envan say ba
o de ka ni nya mai ene so kwa na ties me no atu na si woduro so e hawo
e nya mai ti o de ya two tires say
ayo for ya ko for na ba
die say akọ two tire no nya me de na
because I started driving school na car na si fie no o kwajo ga say ya hu die ente mate o de ma anko for it anko for it to me I should have j some more polish inside no my waxing hu na tire you know afa ichira kwa new type
Fazi
yes
that's why okay I don't
never been so
as me innocent one
never been so
me innocent one what the
me nya ni say ya me and I mean can be
for me can
and it's also my friend because I be you So won sending kwa me ka che no go so say upon abesende aba anasa wo sorry ya akra betena ha obetimi asende sharo aye ko for na ba ye live on TV digital and satellite
ya me wo hoda se uji dia obeya I said ya know you ya me wo hoda se uji dia obeya ma ye bompaye shamachi shra Yehowa elahenu Yehowa ekat we ahata et Yehowa elohika bika luvika uvika naveshika uvika miyodika tode yasak in English in the name of Jesus amen.
Amen. Asala chokomantre domu game na chese no na me pon taro enso de acho na chese alentiko boboko no wo mo body etia boboko so bo sa game and no pay no wo mo training session enso ngasa basoma wo mo training session awodo aguso enkoso nyina no se de eno ade esikwa ye sanso na de no eno so ngaguso enko esansa akodan na ye fon sa alfares ayobi aye kase awasan kebi abana akodan no mo na so twansan kebi ono ensom abati atuane mo boy na nyana dwen se wono som abati atuane mpokwa na akokabasa wa disrespect aye klaba ye fon sa atletico ono abaso ye sutie se da be ya move no nyina no eno som abatimi abaso obekaisa no pay me the mo na so bai ama chasana no pay no me say the latest ensom ababiam na jaminya no say wo mo tro na alkoso we aye line up akobasa manager no wono som atry na aye different from the Enra was on try our training grounds at your side. And you likely say what you game almost morning, you know, Ramon Arabastate, a yes, Amachano, and some Ayama Clubber. Your fans are no some Ayaletico, Mano Casino, Metis a go to Pano, Aya Jean Oblak, or no Arabastate against Aya Malaga and what Yakotana. Your fans are Dominguez at a ball, Aya Ruben Lenomore, one of some other ball, David Hansko, Ayobia, one of some other start and sana player ye fansa Grimaldo ono and some other game no mete aye Carlos Martin mete aye Chasabarios moment for no one some other bam and for captain ye fansa all resurrection coke one some other ball Adamola Lukman ba and for and now all test any player ye fansa Mendoza when ana demenya no say nyame ya no chira game no say bibia so sesa one other start na shadow economic coach your phone says Simeone menu kasa no manager no aye press conference na onim say na aye day manager no betena senko dia question back obi ababusa no ensom abafa kwadan ho na ababa yes anya bia no boy no abetena anansa bia boy no abakọ na anya bia no bia kwara no situation no ensom atse coach anye wey aye sese aguso aye kasa no manager no som adin komona Diego Simeone an was say well, the and some and say the moment our club owner everything come on, maybe a club owner ever casano, yes, and forces or panic career. Aha, not just in Swansa or Tiasenti, and one no, not just a owner, not Casadia, one on the way. So, Wabacasabia Quatano, Womu Jano Amanako, what can was I can be say? And Forest, I will be a sense away no, one and Quatano so Abayatuma. Na the and say no ma boy ni come and say bia na we say we be call yes we betena we be so no we din come anya maso and a boy ni full sampanifo bi and some anya na ni ye out as why disappointed and san your man nyina no o ya hwan psychologically e be affecto into one kasa tena say watena sem asusu an say akwadan no anya ready say nyame ya no mo tena game mo kwakobo no wono som ari akwadan no be boss watena match no ete manager no the okane nyina no say am somebody need the right condition I want no some arebobo sa gamer and no ebe koso our brand nyina no yankobo pani no wono so akwakodi an wo se ha sawo club owner aka na asam ade say ye wakọ court na ye buatia oya ho hwie nya yie joso ya no so abetia se na won so wa follow suit I know and some ababa ya some pani no wono some ari atudwa no pani no ye dey ayesa nkobo nyina no and so some ate bunch Alvarez and 1 year. Now Alvarez and come here any attending in ano. One of some openina, your phone Tony Fraser. As I make say, what primarily baby 8 years ago, Antonio Swabananka, or my Jumama Basso, Tony Fraser, no, on it Victor Fontanum and no more Cabina, Tony Fraser, and was say. Bossa die day Bossa ever signing number 9 na number 9 al Barcelona ever signing no double so kan nyina say ya emposo omanya bi kra na masa mutim we mu betimi anya great forwards al chase Rafinha nom Ademola Lookman nom Anthony Gordon omunyina timi bonai and to say be Alvarez ababa anas Alvarez amakra still now no one wo diri eba say team na Barcelona wo mu kita na distance no wo mu som very competitive and yet domestically namom yako Europe akrana ayet day bonsa womo som abetimi compete na fe womo som asa compete and no aya 1 hour penina ye fan sa 20 Fraser ono som ade buy and ebiom no say ye want to just Alvarez no on the fusa I was saying posa boy no Christ e Atletico Madrid what your footwo ebe Atletico for say womo pa striker ento nyame ya doma winter market anymore na chese duburo nya wie ni awuram the month of January I was able to come Madrid other striker to ni nyina say adena akosom ane de aguso a ekoso na akoda no entimi mani nya sum fine fam ball e male to kodanti say won ko season mo na bi Alexander Soloff epra na we wa say the only striker na say the only proper 9 I would then ko aye season mo aye Alvarez a o problem entani drew aye chasa winter wamon ampa striker no bi ntosere be a sani pano som abetumi ayeni a ye kan sa backup and some adiama ayomutunu because ye kan die epono na anka boy no abefam area join FC Barcelona Atletico Madrid wamon panfo no wamon so atopunu ni mo wamon say wamon makwan e ma chesa akora no move no enom ama so ameno kasai enom ba be se ba bia yeso ya ba bedru na meeting na no sanka boswa enom aye player no wanu opanu ne fa no se Angel Marin wamon mi no ebehia no metesa meeting no Eddie Ababaso, Basa Boswa, my boy expect anything positive. Sabia, because why a sutienti ye jaw quaint to call Darby Amonto because 100 million and 150 million and 200 million and the only thing Abama Letico, woman be a puno Ediaman Kodani, 500 million euros. Woman say Omukes and say. Ebiyesi pain ebisi dabe o masa na se nyina na yeti Spain ha ye wo wiase anana oni ho ana wo tese Paris Saint-Germain wo ma trigger 222 million euros abefa Neymar and some adeno call aye 9 years and say Neymar timi ye bia and yes Alvarez so wetimi aye tisa wo say what so awade and so so top plate and ya nearly 500 million euros what trigger buti obianu ni asem no abefa o japade 500 million no and some adeko and ya ba bia say wo mo som ababedru e wo dwuma ni mu a ye dey aye san komano nyina no and some ademana still now no yes boy entourage no say akwara no de wa we ataso pampe so abako ana so abako akom ye na se baby akwakodru ene se ye se ka kwano nyina no se kwabasa Barcelona wan pass omunya aye Alvarez adia se de ye nyina ye ka se e bia look aye chesa deyemi ana se bia Gordon ana se Rafinha empo aye Jesse Bisu num ene Abdul Karim num e bi betimi abonan no yes Barca mfa aye sa same team we enko season mu na aye dey a wo mo so maybe a plan B and also be another alternative and no anama obakai ayakodana your phone Ayozi Perez on bono bo and go share on some jumpa wababo Premier League nipa bo Newcastle no managers Ayozi ayobi obono bo and some other man via war team no and be a wall amakodana your phone Ayozi Perez no ana deminya no say se ekwani bia bobo kwafa no se FC Barcelona wabo som abebe se bi omedene baba sane Ferran Torres ewo na bia na cheso no ensom ababe toaso e de amatim na eno som aye kakra frimo e de banana pon e wo show no so na womo ne Fermin Lopez edin komona womo bi se Fermin Lopez ese na Alvarez no anya bia oba nka beboa mo ano se wa Alvarez aye player no Fermin Lopez no wo shema no brutal na onimpo no popa. But all can say no Atletico Madrid and a yomu player and to mean can some pina one conquer tumra but also can say sir ebia ba na womo squad di ayade se player na beka won kwadia wo be 50 power bouncer womo some system no mo and Fermin Lopez amubusan about Rodri and was say Rodri dia so be any quality Rodri Edebana Rodri diano a fantastic signing and some Barcelona and you sign a ketwa kwanyan kwada signing crow a fantastic and some Adamabo kwafano sa Barcelona now my brother a Rodri Samno Shadrack mama Rodri time a war ba odie ode omodene ba inside the baba but mama pictures na madam says yam so mo kwafani free ne hotel de ba no ma shane ba sa atade hey and go for ntwa mi anya yiye wonu ya na wo aye ba sa atade a wonom aba front omodo ni wura no na make sure enwa say wo mususu say medical no kra no wa ye wie awo Manchester and off fly and some aba Barcelona ampa wo wie na almost last part no kuma bi na aka otoaso aye Barca ontimi bisa wo couple sir Rodri medical so Manchester we bahanti ketwana kana yese wo doctor na faso so no uwie ne bisa sa report no sese a na wabe catch so Rodri ewo toothache ebia Rodri wo kakanti yentimi sign ne mani se do mesi siwa sum no catch Rodri kakanti atona enye ye be kai achepa wo kai Michel Bastos o ka sa bo no bobenkum so awo Leon Achasma make more than 10 years new Michel Bastos o medical Liverpool so unu face se kaka o se se dona I do not doctor abeka so Rodri by na me fe no mama who say o kaka inti mi tomo sanfan koma Man City no kadi tebesi de kabenya City Rodri no wono sum ba wie na no pay bra sa uya Real Madrid and some fanabs uwa kakra fine na Jamaican no say player no acha be by 1:30 echo 2 o'clock womo some other pan on to because medical catchers nyame ya no chena I was some game mo no eye ne kan say one Gampa trophy no I was so Rodri and Joao Cancelo womo me no aba stadium na am support here na Jamaican no pay wa bro no exclusive and some other such say abra emu ye den ema wo bia say Real Madrid omo fa Rodri na amafa Rodri and some Aquarian Sano and yes boy so and Pep Guardiola Casayo dear a yes Spain Central Fono woman some Adebanis Bueno and Pep and some Adin Como Nan Comanum tia yes ujafu boso echiana say na baby a omo pon no mani ambre no omo se brana obesa wo kon no anya san krofo ya na wo mo disrespect wo enye omo na wo kwakwacho Ballon d'Or ewiana wo mo tesa Ballon d'Or no enya de se Vinicius abeje enunti wo pani na wo di wo manim aka che wiase nyina se wo mo ma omo nkoda na ma Ballon d'Or na se enne ematch na ampa wo mo obedience wo na se fair play enya djuma mo de abrabia nkoma mo na ekotie mo na mo waiti baby awo kono wo mo nyada wo sa o wo koje wo obedience wo obedient few wo mo sa toto abo an won deserve and I'm feeling the T70 koto time kuru wo mo Obama hweye achesen komo nyina cross between ayo boy no and some and the set manager and I'm so am achesem sa adventure no and some Obama man akwata no wa ba di ayo basa fonche a ye de ayo san komo nyina no and some enter bantina ye kasai and some I don't know na on say Ronaldo adamfo first ye can say do agwa edu ajire opani no o say Barca niska na Barca Anthony Gordon edan chain oye training Barca afa Rodri aye 2 na yete na womote se Barcelona reach agreement with Atletico Madrid ebefa Julian Alvarez wobesere emparifo enkwa hwehwemu ayetsana katasumo mo so bekoso ba bi na omo no womo konya sika no wan a wometumi di ato Anthony Gordon Rodri Nebia Alvarez the same transfer window single season anya juma at the moment almost womo the boy we aso so say pa and perform Barca investigation because I'm saying go for omo is coming from baby odi already anya some boy we saying and some other bam and ebam watch na no ayam come on panina your fan say edu asire one also ayan central one I didn't come out but Josie mekan enwa say opening this season there we was so very calm ono one may deputy say maybe a chomo ya brand no na Josie betin wo yes no kan we what they say boy yani dabi was sakra what say na wama so mo pa eye Jose Wontumi wanu kwa obenya nkranka program nkomatwam because the here announcement by say Jose and ababe coach ediama Real Madrid onom wampa eye presentation bia bamparfo no so say womo so abaso mo ye entitie wonu some presentation ababe and no womo say eye 1 o'clock awie e local time Madrid na one na omodi ahye Enya dia Yabama Central for Abasia a special event and Omobaye and a no press conference. Say our own Philly Jose where we Nebia yes your family pasumasi Wontumi TV now busan some dabi among Chemako Bian Wabakobi Madrid a media team Bibiana and what's in the crown Sir William Madridista Sebia also protect Madrid and I Sebia Centrali who per monitor almost social media and don't want to Madrid TV ever broadcast here. Woman say and you say event way woman some other broadcast Joseph presentation or woman will be a private event idea. One may be crabina fe and also Akosobia later and in the pictures be and in some your kind Madrid or media team and some other baba and no idea say woman some other so many and say yaba a studios not just some training and no I shall say Guswa so now Kodani prepare sure many num any day and I said your boys threaten on my pom and some our training grounds and what say I'm American soon elite not German can say since in ever start more as of now yes say a report and Ebasa woman your first choice center backs Elma Johnson Din Heinsen also no buy no aya juma pen e wo Roma wonu de boy no etimi ana aye Konate Ibrahima womu mienu ana answer na me tesa womu your first choice aye center pair na tesa aye Rudiger and aye Adamili Tower no ana tesa Raul Asensio no abako bench ano aye said yen sasi ka ensam no na player ya monitor won said ade no eno som abasiako na Valverde awonom aye captain no yes Valverde wo Abasisa. Now, no, and I'm say defensive job on Abadoso pa. I can say we have Valverde Becon and him said ye. Now, on some Esipan in terms of Chirono because yes, Jose Gidia passer Madrid. I want Debama. Wabenya sa balance and our mentos and Finfin Ayadia. About day and all the Bonatra Madrid. Aqua we shall go into Finfino. Ayadia Sabayan year Pamano Casino and on some update Tabo Abracadana. Your phone Tiago Pitarch. Our boy no was saying first professional aye contract ediama Real Madrid ano aye Thiago Pitarcha na Chesavera Belwa etamane bono wonom asane the first pro aye contract and some team no enya no kwa omo say still now Jose enya another center back esenya midfielder obeto and some adia ba aye team ni mu a eno aye so be omaso na no pe no eno so aba obekai aye Nicholas Fulkrok yako Germany Shark na Fulkrok akwa drew na ye so was free aye kam onu nie Wakoya ne medical hano aye chese veda ne se veda on brame hono na boy no so ababedru waba be ne medical na fa yawe se ya de no so besia ko no aye loan do option to buy ensom abeshem a chese full clock wasan bani krom wa bani nchi na Dortmund announce aye Joy Verman na Joy Verman ensom aye player aboboku a ye fansa Borussia Dortmund wa mo so the announcement abasa akoda no Wababe Omodia and Omone Brandon so the Bayer Juma wa Brano Preno Yade update and command the Akanino Emma Nano pay live on the show. Nessa and on some the announcement about Brandon Sunye and I yet on common and the Akanino and some at the Mauna. Yanka Sender Sir Uramon some our Bamunchin Tim Moa. Mamma Fan said Hurricane oh yeah weekend on the one now Dortmund and I said Brain and then Bobo Cravan said Dortmund for me. No, woman some Adibesian in a Super Copa no a game I know about Shapa. I'm on a document ball a Saturday. Na where Super Cup final. Hurricane Eddie Wunkomo apart from Encommon Hurricane Eddie no a quite Kakano was on a Ballon d'Or a wono enti on cup game nankasa and afe on Ballon d'Or sir obetumi aje and as on your favorite no yenti Hurricane I didn't come.
Final away from home against Dortmund is as big as it gets, and sometimes it's great to start the season that way because if you win and you set out a good performance, it obviously pushes you onto the start of the Bundesliga season. Again, extremely proud to have put in the season I did last year. I think the Ballon d'Or is as big as it gets from an individual point of view, and I know I had a great season last season. But as always, like I said, already the focus is on kind of this new season. The Ballon d'Or is not in my hands. I've done what I need, done what I can do. So yeah, a cup final away from home against Dortmund is as big as it gets, and sometimes it's great to start the season that way because if you win and you set out a good performance, it obviously pushes you onto the start of the Bundesliga season. Again, extremely proud to.
Tackle red fan say Hurricane and I'll just say you're getting some Emma Nano pay live our Wontumi Sports Buffet. Ejumediye so Nano pay live on a tuning radio and simple live on a Facebook and live on a YouTube. You know, you're live our so and after make house TV no our digital satellite and Nano pay so that's why you're also NHS and command the Akani know and some other mount and Nano pay we Ejumediye so be no yen shifte Gia Yanko a Premier League Namudia Arsenal and says almost say stone on Arsenal manager Nabasa what the defender Bako Abba na onya defender Bako Asoswa Ateta Asabasu onya a attacker Bako and some other Baninano Wamba Somuye and stand on September 1 our transfer market ever closing and also Edrusun Tomodie Jomo Kaninano Sawasa woman make signings in every and send transfer market and also akolosi na mekana enwa say nanu cup game amone Man City aboya amoje community shield no onsa meka transfer Gabro Martinelli ejranchen esan enwanari ejranchen namsa celebration o man from one because match day squad amantimi enrum and am no ka say Aston Villa wama plesi call eko eye Arsenal ewo ebusasa na omakoda no say ekwan dan ho a omobeso omofa Martinelli ebao na Arsenal enka sa dabi anomonso a womonka enkomano kwan enche bia enuru 24 hours akra achasam komano so amadibi omotwe se bia feedback and some abaya positive na wabro mo expect ayemwaye no jamesa kan so brand so de yes why na be say so be free Arsenal and so akode a and you sika obeje no no some enya nkwada sika kra ebeye sika bia emu odu ansa na mo no and some to every Arsenal akọ Manchester United and play our Carrington wɔn training grounds no ɔmo start training masa yakoma chi o weekend born am born there mon koma mama ye wo yo ya bi ankyere because ya de mo ya de na anopro Benjamin Sesko and Matthias Delit wɔn nyina no adwane training no ensom akoso na just automatically good news ensom adama Manchester team no ya de ma ya de o ti samo koba team we sama share de ya de mo di okroma de 9-10 party mon koma na mo fa resource e kama mrana yemfanye ya tena Bruno Tena no pay ya de ba no sam Manchester omo wo so pa said ya Manchester Jaya no more strong warning Emma Galatasaray and the same caution Emma Bernie agent no masa yanyam kwada sasan yet yana captain and obi aka just what obi I want to have a Scarborough Bruno. So say, Domain sir, Omni Bruno air can kote. Saudi Baman Tiasan and Kanye. One extended the contract. Emma Manchester Timono, Ome Pejesi, Kanimam and Nafe. Yes, now on also penning now. Woman some Adiama essence or buyer. One disappointed Bako crying to Bruno. And you'll be a man for them pen for the blue full amene. One person can be also almost tying it down. And no, I am updated from Amasua Deba. Now, Manu Cassette Janet Reinders. Wakodru aya Saudi Arabia Al-Qadsia na Rangers akwakodru no eno anaman komana babe de Jean Boyafere bra ye kwaye ba because Rangers no meje Ballon d'Or kono ko peska na makofie because there o AC Milan extend the contract and papa ko jano a eni afe o de ba Man City no enso crunch as a pressure wo mu pa enti onum sa 4-year contract na wo ba sanu yam Al-Qadsia no ni sika no aye little over 100 million euros ononkwa now unim the 100 million by ama kwatai a chese na okokura ni nyina no ye nkoma eno som aba na Man City for no say Enzo Fernandez aye prioritario oyobi a emsa on scale of preference no that top na ye ka most pressing need and na ye ka say aye Enzo domo hia na kase pa aye Enzo na so mo kama Chelsea for na so atewa deadline on etwamu wo mo tena mo say 120 million pounds omuntua ne entua chena ana omunye omadwo so say wo be ka say an ana deadline atwam entianie me de ko 130 ana 140 bra 120 no ko mo so muntua na nkan be say wo de akọ 121 and 125 enti eno so ye nkai bo a wo mo sade ma aye Chelsea bobokuo no na Liam Delap no yese clubs ni bi e Premier League ni ma wo mo so ani abre Chelsea nkasam ye ntia yese Chelsea for no say Womo J over 50 million pounds and sana womo Delap and swako near Benya Mokao because 50 year this ebia okobolo no baby na was so jabima young who be Danyasa Delap 50 NC says womo say a 50 million pounds and ye chire and Chelsea for the demand and sana kwatano womo some amanako Aaron and Salmino aye baby omadere buy no omo manu kobo loan na Anselmino ebeste as of now no say they see corner ya chasa aye center back no and some ebeste and Emmanuel Emega one us ebeste na season eba no one us ya juma e dia ma bobokua ya fa say Chelsea ama Chelsea no pay no ya outlet eba Tottenham Hotspur wo mo ye ni so mbefa aye Savinho no aye dia beba so na no mbeka 70 bi ade ebeba so 70 million pounds no add-ons ebebam ama Savinho ya say wo manya reach agreement e Chelsea boy no I was one so atumiko na Savinho eba no Everton say wo mo sambe so mo befa omade Richarlison obeka say Richarlison fro and some other buy na Everton for no say wo mo say Richarlison ebiem Aston Villa and some other club almost stated clearly wo mo say Oli Watkins stay na waka Unai Emery plans aho Watkins and you be amoton onko ba bia and to Watkins no and some best na ono and a lead attack at Yama club you fan Aston Villa Manchester no ayon komo omudie the same club you fan Villa no wo mo sampa Joao Palhinha na Joao Palhinha aye player ma ba munchen Obebo loan last season Emma Tottenham Hotspur but Aston Villa for no so say omunya omope ama meno kasa kwatano womo so abeso mo fa no enso adene bai no eye kakra fi omo so de banana pay no enso awo show no so na ye counsel no Bailey womo striker bi oya de pa ne fa no Zian Fleming na Fleming no yes one so nya interest no more Everton no a chese ayade say Italian clubs no Oko France clubs ni bi wo ho ana fe oko Netherlands nso a clubs ni bi player fan say aye Fleming NHS boy no enso aye juma striker ma Bailey wo ha dwen bruta amene ono so dia kakra no so ba no ntia yenyina so na fe yenyina yemfense na Liverpool for no de say mo am detail bakola no ene aye Ibrahim Mbaye now because akola no de Mbaye no de no look more likely send mobetimi awie ne quick na bakola de no aswodin kakra ewo ho ba ne nyina chi Liverpool so am form mi no nyina bomate go said ye medical ne aba betu daba for now de ye chese bakola no money na awie personal terms and na Mbaye enso awie personal terms diaka and say club no ebe wie na afi wo mo so abema de no aba be agreement and say aba be official and no update eba ho nkomo no nyina no ye de ema ye tefo enano pay ewo show no so Shadrack Pemame say see no kase just in Rodri we be akwa Barcelona omo offices wa bo in a white a bonny jacket eko signer omo twetwa bia ba betuntenta fidie no so ma video ni ade na be ba baswanti o nua nam kwamu cross Spotify come new and I'm say I was on a presentation in the BBR no and also e baso e demand wa brano pay ye the update no and so e de be ye yemfese na fe ye ntoaso na yemkoyanim
Anadia ahi na madrei hwe almost dan sports station be na mo kumase ha ortiso Ghana ha nyina untumi edini say untumi sports no untumi Ghana ha ba ko pe untumi sports no untumi hwe fan city na dwam new team te kwana ne so kapoti ya kire ho ye adwuma no omo makanyina Steven Michael mokeka ho untumi sports no untumi che say untumi dia akira say untumi ai say untumi this sports no ba akira say untumi na say untumi na say untumi fancy and now me delivery guy na obabi wa ha ne ho abasem ni fie wura se me fa samre no ye fe ni ti latte ebi mu fe no mari jata ni fie wura na asoma me etima me kwan na me nko ni fie wura se me meka che ne se wonye sika na wode hwe na esifo twete kiti mabi mo kwa bro chire di ya onye no metua ne rent aso ni ti o rent aso ye ne betua o rent aso enunti na na muhumi untumi sports to say me bana mabaka tia new things say odizikana gwa gotia oba tekita kwa brochire enti fancy kachira wobanize wa mamodi na wonkotia ni fiera rent no na nyasa ye betuno na se yetunu to dia untumi ntina danim
hey jokuntani
numero 1 kundi anadia ahi na madrei hwe almost dan sports station be na mo kumase ha ortiso Ghana ha nyina untumi edini say untumi sports no untumi Ghana ha ba ko pe untumi sports no untumi hwe fan city na dwam new team te kwana ne so kapoti ya kire ho ye adwuma no omo makanyina Steven Michael mokeka ho untumi sports no untumi hwe say untumi dia akira say
Sana pesa mchire. Say ya ka say obi nton akokọ be de kwa. So, e de be Manchester United kasa at this point no. Metesa Galatasaray for na Bruno Fernandes ho no. Enra na nkomo ne wo market ni mu a de na said say. First of all, what would really entice Bruno Fernandes on Turkey? Why? Why he's got into in his career? Na me who window maybe United crowd total players are on bet mini Bruno a game no akọ probably etc. my this season no mom that's fair market no so
Yow, and yen ni picking point in ye. On the transfer market, you know, of Frosropa around 94 million euros. On the transfer market list, you know, of Frokosro 94 million euros at that time. This is say Bruno is around 35. And so say I say the market in the Kuma because Bruno value no ebia enya fe no on the prime whatever. But playing and executing a job for Manchester United no. We want 7 amene okay. So o checking the transfer market na yaw start wo saben kum so say obo say wa grow sporting o green no na ofroba then Manchester United also ofrosoro ofro the of course no e only go na social time na call ya Rafranik e buy no but the free hoba no aba from na from na eba no and can be bia this is look even anyone the current market value no 35 yeah for mommy because last time I was in the game no last season America obo top season the Manchester United and yeah kase obi produce numbers the goal and assist production for Manchester United were irreplaceable. Yeah, o come ni me no boma the other Manchester United as a player no o course see you want to be replacing no. He is close to 29.4% goal contribution to the side. This is only a midfielder. But be a Jumana Sino, Nanka a Siri and a Casemiro as I pony free on a sen common. The biggest headache for Manchester United. Osha ne assist in Libya and start in Libya a war with TV. And we are talking about assist ratio of 21 times, making goal provision for other strikers to bury. Now when you no obeke can't the effect key passes crosses 138 all of that per minute say at any point beyond he's so close to creating a chance for somebody. Even with that check your strikers or no more. Bruno no only Alvarez will be more. One Haaland will be more. Patrol I think come baby medical no see me will be more.
An assist na pija.
And an assist na pija. When a second class strikers in the way move on. First class for no nyabi. Jet will be an assistant in a drew. Just Kumuno de Moshe. Kunya and Buemo Amad Diallo no aso Bubiashe. So at this point, one renew the contract now. What say BBR? Now didn't tell me Casan Comono and you pay and say Casemiro, Kobimenu, Bruno. Ebe change BBR now more remoye. Amorim de Bruno Banechi or Liber deep. The 3-4-3 no. 4 no no Bruno buy. Na 4 no me no one chain and me no one fin. Oh the make no. 3-4 free 4 no one fin instead of my name 4 you know. 2 no one fin no. Eh Bruno and Omrika 4-2 e one chain. Me can amorim time no. So Bruno no a part of the central duo no meaning say no are very deep. Like very deep close to another box no. Meanwhile he belongs to the finesse. But be a finishing work creativity chances he belongs to the final third. He belongs to finishing. Yeah, we born. Yeah, be finalizing. How no belong? He doesn't belong to the base. So after Amor United, nya Casemiro, nya Bruno, I want to children. Not just say I'm catching Saudi General born. Beba, a queer born. Be first one body. Nya Bruno problem. Unfortunately, Casemiro is so the biggest headache for Michael Carrick right now. Current market here, can say. Na me. Say me United don't be too full or more capacity. Be a make us a common call buyer. No more cover chemistry in Fanimra. Carrick and I am phone say. Chemistry found can't say. My person be dream 6 or mommy. Manchester United need a natural 6. Remember Andre Santos in your panini wood team. Manchester United needs an outstanding 6. An established 6 DM game no be sinister so or to be control tempo or to be control rhythm no be jab Bruno and your Telemans so monko Telemans is one of the best 8s when your game we say on go on show on the ball carry he loves to progress the ball as and when he wants him to do that job for you now Bruno so let's see so having one of the best 8s in the game. One of the best 10s in the game. What is left? And then now the Andre Santos and balance you. Kobimenu 8. So Kobimenu ni Yuri Telemans and every 8. That was why anytime Biano Casemiro wa not the Bruno Kobimenu Russian yem.
It will call close to the final third. I don't know if I know Kobe, no, I heard a Chidiamano. But as a natural sitter, somebody who has to protect the back line and see off the game. No, Manchester United should go to the market and find out a 6 over to balance it way. Netian Komoy. Say United in your 6, even Adrian Rabiot profile. So when you're number 2 on base, Bruno irritating, so I'm dominating most of the teams of Premier League. What do you hear? You're 2 boys in Yankeka. Liverpool, Ravenback.
Yes, Soboslai, McAllister. Yeah.
Shemiensa, we say, how do you break them? You need to match them. Over your sabi because you're over running, over more running. McAllister in the ball.
Yes.
Ravenback in the ball. Soboslai in the ball. So in toe to toe. Over 2-man midfield 4-2-3-1. Over 4-3-3. Over Baba me to move Finfiho. Let's talk about Arsenal. Over the quality of Finfiho say. After getting Declan, Bruno Guimaraes, Izzy, Odegaard, 4-man midfield way. Emu mienu bar on behalf. Emu 2 bar on behalf. That's Arsenal. So Arsenal Liverpool squad nini. And for Chelsea, Enzo Koedia and the permutation no. Caicedo so honomo James etimibe augmento. I think in my opinion, baby be too cynical crapa or Manchester United team no. To really bring the polish to Jority elements and Bruno no, they need a natural 6 or baby Gina 2 nechi. You can come and see. Look, Michael Carrick game no. Or Baba bought one of the fastest games in England, say Michael Carrick.
Samu.
Because the fastest games are someone will keep on hold on. I want the ball also 10 passes. Oh, share the Amorim no more, you know. Amorim to be pass about 10. Now in free halfway like Hong Kong. Why? You can't do that against big clubs. How many watch ball will come? It's me Amorim, yes, I need to Manchester United. I said, say, Oben was Syria. Top level Europe. Obo pass. If you don't share 2 goals from Manchester, a share no. They forced Milan into errors. Utumi Masabo in Tia City wasro umonti Liverpool. You are not doing that against Arsenal. And I even feel say a preseason in United. Carrick change most of the players second half on us. But the reality is that United our Tielemans, our Bruno Chesco, who am I dealing with? America for.
Yeah.
Omachi pe Shedina Mabubono Omachi pe or Tielemans.
BI PC.
Obia PC. And so it's a Tielemans Bruno be follow game. You need somebody who will sit and need to call for Chouameni no more call United say United di Chouameni won't come. But the Chouameni won't come pa. But I don't know why that deal now come. But in my opinion, set United ne pa second phone no my freak Kimmich. No catch say oba project no na ba be gina 6 so.
I will be say Kimmich in 2026.
Kimmich why dey?
The buyer no say Kimmich in 2026.
Yeah, 2026.
Say Fu say be a Kimmich I am ready.
David. Anka.
Wontumi.
For the German national team.
Cause I buying a ball the entire season. As I'm body my Mannschaft.
No. Kimmich no nim de oyema. Kimmich no kra no. When you was 6 no ebum. Kimmich no utimi yella bi ma. So Kimmich is one of those 6s I out. They naturally don't love scoring. Kimmich last time I think Kimmich I should go eyadabe. You Busquets mu die bia. Otiacho no je game no kwan sa monko. Sana Kimmich no bono. Sa krofo no o mo na ta invert no. Otimi free 6 no cost 42. Otimi free 2 no be share inside 6 Kimmich.
Since them go nyini o game ni.
Yo. The Manchester United here on FIFA no say no. Somebody of that weight. Na ko be support 2 we say 4-3-3 smooth. Wo no. Kimmich wanyini why?
No, not as in age. But I mean, I make sure when you game name.
You win in my address in 2026.
Okay, Nipa no person.
Yeah, because I can say in 2026 that maybe your team the ache. Oh, said na makwa cabin or some team the ache ntino onyini nsa na ba no buy ache. So if omo renew Bruno dia ne kwan so no but renew no ensi po e wa bra mo nkofa a midfielder bia o ye quality 6 emfa no mra finfin no sisi e no ni adwuma yawo akasisi empese Carrick yes ade ndia I'm telling you wayɛ adwuma paa because almost all the areas no ɔwɔ obi wɔ hɔ check almost all the areas maybe left back right back or but no crowd nyɛ hu saa ɛnyɛ hu bebree saa dalo so obotu kama left back dog so etimi ɛhyɛ ɔma no esipo so 6-1 na amonko for me show yo Alvarez deal no me mpese me kase de ko nyina ni anase basa nyomani
na obeka say
and me mpese me kase basa nkoso enchesi no until the last day of the window ATM phone is I real my pantai amo real my pantai they are really knowing their teeth a banasa na a bad day so be give you up now when so no wo story imagine kwade bi so say so I started training in term no mo take over January e bia no anya ni yi na imagine ko Isaac straight you know why misro kakra no okay say basa to Suarez no am starting straight o
no 7 ban
mo eti no akra no me ho ma na basa fo no ma me Suarez game bi no ne enkra no na ebo na lead omo no abre no ho ase wo junior team no mo no lead line no ti be hwa na me ko reason quality no obosa abo no bi na mu say oh say oba afoforo no
o ka kiele no
eti no per fitness o nkura nim but game na change a change atia omo be soro a change atia omo be rebels no those players who go against their clubs yaw enkrofo na wu asemi make is so scientific no metima chemu ketua bi footballers omo load ababe doso footballers omo load ababe doso na game they say that here football as soon as you leave the game it leaves you who your coach so we fan so we active athlete who game no anan so ja ho etu ye fana odi eja okotoko ho jaha so okoba ji so buso bi na player be ni na ho ani just last year ya no one follow niam be tu se see we coach so akotena chicha ja ho samala dice we coach so bobodi man komo no kike setin away ofri basa no o say o free game no so forget you na footballers dem mo dey dangerous and say oko injury na game na start twin ho free nchen
Wontumi
one ko injury na koye long stay off to say the sa na na ma Isaac koye no yaw one hwe ahobetro first no na load no sa because a load no sa na competitions na caps no Champions League e bia bebo Europa na Champions League no abo Copa no abo league no nemi ensa say no Club World Cup matches in the dorso World Cup matches in the dorso UEFA Nations League matches in the dorso and even first run yet me World Cup 4 years in Nkobio o World Cup the following season we na akobo Euros the following season we na akobo AFCON they say next year akobo AFCON 2027 year 2028 England so host Euros no 29-30 about another World Cup into players we know first na duration crom the rest no yaw na dorso but say Wontumi rest na obody no a recuperate ye and he say we are swording out if any players in here training jawa oba Wontumi catch up da na ye tonyom na atibabi didi otibabi didi ya ushemu apasa wo ne ye redim ne kopepepe physically and scientifically yes an game ni tie oba be shemu a just wo ye wo training san wetimi catch up and I know na me hwe Liverpool game hu Isaac na no ye mobo Isaac onyo bia no ho oden ba okura ba we twintwa papa o sa de ni bi no onye se Diego Costa mo de
but o born so ahoden
aha Isaac by now no share preseason for Liverpool man huni ye kura Steve Mesa be did na tem this all catch up
still
oba be did na tem
he World Cup obanyina
me share Isaac pa oh even share World Cup strikers e bomb the UT Isaac di na the deal here just like obi afa no afa ba but Isaac Newcastle no a tough guy he is not really in tune with the physical demands of the game because of small time na continue you know so Alvarez you know yaw the game model how physically grew well na ya na game no tie no me pesa Alvarez back out tranche Sebastian Nyano maybe I'll go in line with Tomo Mokase the Yemini Rafinha betimi abono me ko ho no sa na mo Hansi Flick I'll be very much shocked with Hansi Flick sa attacking materials so when anya ba ko leading line no
some akwada no kra betimi abama mo Abdul Karim no.
Dabi chai.
Yes, bisi nsunti mi.
Jahuru no. Bisi ne Karim nia ombeto mboase. Omunyandru.
Na lami mo ba no mo say.
It will start to me no against oh yeah, that's I know they can. Only they can no. Or that temlante, you go under 17 oh 20 Senegal to 2 and no shemu. If for that temlante no crowd no sign and would you account team
because the didn't mama bisa say say season no wa. Ana injuries and so Rafinha kas Rafinha nkobona center backs no was on 1-2 obetimi apuli bi
na wa shade
ade mi so nkobona ya bibia betimi esi so the tennis Gordon betimi abom 9 saa kwakosi but alternative near where to be free bench ba
yo baby
na mama bisa say nkoda no so ntimi mo not as in say starter
on bebo kopa no
okay
on bebo kopa but baby abasa atete ahwe Europe no enye bisu na abasa atete internet let's go to the Remian Basa no so bisu ti bench kra won fra bisu look at where they fell oh the make no nya let's go to the side Basa o ko shi Arsenal no sa game no ka be here bisu sa game no be here Abdul Karim Inter Milan chi la me yama dribble na no ma yire na dre o ko fra bisu e ho na se odi gina ko market enye fe be start season na obo bisu di baby enter yire Basa ATM yire Basa no ho na se o hwe
na mo for 150 so nko for Joao Pedro na
hi Pedro 150
baby e do market ni mu na awoto no say
Pedro onu 150 mama nyesa
and the date say 18th
mama nyesa Pedro
about 15 more days on the closing transfer market barely 2 weeks
yeah Pedro de kebabo de mi
okay the mo fan say they me here Mike Bray ana Zabra we are no ba Michael after 2 weeks in the okay
yo England ayeshishishi na ayeshishishi ni nyina no
Wontumi
Bruno Fernandes contract renewal Manchester United what they are trying to do going into the season na Manchester United ababe one particular club people have always had issues in recent times not with the coaching but their identity what they want to do especially as a club, how they want to operate, what they should be known for as a club. Now, these identity crisis, be prompt far, and now the club in the back to stock market is say open investor, say Omra, number one, number so many say Jim Ratcliffe. Now, Mekai back in 2023, now Nice club performing so well in the French League. Now I think Frank Hayes now your coach coming into the 24 even 25 season. Now they were looking for say in the transfer market Ineos will show ambition. That season, I don't know what the tone Ivan Guesan Denema Aston Villa, Buanani. They were top key players within the setup to recoup money. Kofa 8 solid players in the buy name 2 pen starting lineup Momutimi Bobby. By November, December 2025, normal boy Europa League winning 1 game crowd Europa League. In the league, no more 17th or more fighting for their lives. After so almost 30 season, or good results are. Your boy is able 4 or 5 matches. Now we are 1 point behind Paris Saint-Germain and Marseille. So the start was good. But the ending, go November, December, we said they're not team never for. As some we say, in your better Manchester United, make hyper. Needs for fans never want to be true say, be an Manchester United be different because our more budget, our more revenue generation, it doesn't come into the conversation, just like needs there. But it looks like they are gradually becoming right on a specific thing. When it comes to the same period that needs qualify for Europe, almost key players, Oman Tobian Shemuno, Ebiana United that qualify for Champions League, they are failing to invest. Bruno Fernandes, many no contract extension mean they won't come on to the show ambition. Manchester United they were more because they have an ability to trigger a 1 year extension. No, or more bit trigger. But Adena club ne ye no ye zero ambition or show qualifying for the UEFA Champions League next season in terms of a new more person more achieve. Now, the amount of some ye say. Now, no, the statistics be good as it shows. Manchester United qualify for Champions League. I almost spend or form change car. So, meaning is they are trending towards a certain identity. Say they hear some qualify for Champions League. The rest, they are not ready to compete. This caliber no magic, no they are to change. The conversations that are going on around and the defending that is going on around, it doesn't really. And one club no intimate tumpon. Yow. Ose Sandro Tonelli £100 million. Ne boarding. Agreed. Ose Matheus Fernandes £85 million. Ne boarding.
Spurs ne fa omumienu nyina.
Fa omumienu. Ose ne boarding. Spurs to also 15 for 16 for league nim. Ose ne boarding. Yate. Also obi ti say Bruno Guimaraes. Udidi nkomo na bi na ahwe ho a ebo no wo soro dodo. Lewis Hall ose bo no wo soro dodo. When we say realistically, 2 deals are Manchester United are nyina no. Mean classified as deals are omo e pushy further forces on me also butimi nya deal we man ye adwuma. Because the only reason they went in for Andre Santos, it is because omo ne Edison deal no eye basa. It is for fans not to be angry with them. See a boo of fumo Edison wako pra na makofa na amode na aba ninti no. And omo ye smart Chelsea. They knew Chelsea were going to sell Andre Santos. And I'm knocking on the door. And I'm going to cover up. And a release clause for Yuri Tielemans, £35 million. Yow. Menu me to ya where say any release clause for Yuri Tielemans are. Can I for the same price or even more than what Bruno Guimaraes at the free Newcastle Echo Arsenal. Release clause United who ya no guy. These are the 2 deals. No fight, no strength, nothing. These were deals that were left on the plate. Coach the word the second, third was a fourth league in him. Over Manchester United squad depth now at the right back or more than a lot in the Mazuri. I don't think they need an addition over there. Over centre back. Or more Matthias Delete, or more Lenny Yoro, or more Harry Maguire, or the other part, or more Aiden Heaven, or more Lisandro Martinez. Left back here, why? Look sure. Why not done a cheat? This or more the Mazuri in the free has a ball. Dog be Beatrice is here, dog will him. Be Beatrice is here, no, dog a winger. Because preseason na yebo nyina no me hu a single game one Michael Carrick use Patrick Dogu left back so be chance or the nekobo wings in the middle of the park Ugarte pra Messi Mount or pra Asterix 2 Santos Tielemans Kobe Menu 3 central midfielders 2 pra bibia so nkyere say 2 na pra na mu ba ko pe no because enye pra ka Ugarte United beton no Messi Mount bibia atwe say ontimi mawo 10 games continually abra umpra right wing go Ahmad o Brian Mbemo number 10 o Bruno Fernandes adeba kwa United ni na omunya me ase pa na say Bruno on time pra
Okobosui ebia no ahwe
on time pra. Then quickly left wing when you rush for Dogu o the affront no say o say on sign will be akra na Mbemo timi bonai meboa Kunya timi bonai Rashford timi bonai o Sesko na asa was exi. So I think for center back United can cope. For right back United can cope. For the affront United bit me copy with the numbers they have. But for left back and central midfield, especially the number 6 role, no, yaw, Then Obo Champions League, Obo EFL Cup, Obo FA Cup, Obo Premier League, Odi Andre Santos. No. This is not where clear. Omo Yama, Asemna Ruben Amorim, Kayeni, You can have a problem with Ruben Amorim's resource, which to me, when Manchester United, he was a failure. Wontumi coach Manchester United, 31% win percentage in because why Jumadebi.
Send your mind point for now to prepare the grounds for his failure. The failure.
Ebi or no. Yeah, ebi or no.
No.
I think there were times
you
should have adapted.
Say Kane and KB to say Josie DA because me kai say Josie Koye no. Josie interview can say Otoso second in the league with Man U.
Who players some
can say any greatest achievement. Man U fans na about 85% of them anti-Josie say because Man U. But players or request here Castle Pay Jerome Boateng when how many ko yo mo command why.
O man Diego Dalot any Diego Dalot. Omumi no mo de man no.
What can I be maintenance?
No maintenance.
Say Amorim so buy no so pay.
In January, ana Amorim say or per wing back.
Wontumi
Ana mo kofa Patrick Dogu. And in the I'm talking about how season number 5 they had time no. Ana mo kofa Patrick Dogu. That time no be Patrick Dogu, no so pe Giovanni Quenda because on the three back na obono. O here wingers as in wing backs.
Wana Chelsea so go toy.
I want Chelsea so kotoy. The man who so here wingers as in wing backs near there or here no Sporting CP. Now quickly, even at AC Milan, when I born a wing back right, Chukwueze. I'm wakofa Diego Moreira nebebo say. Left wing back. At Manchester United, maybe that team the best performances Gina Pa, Gina him for right or no.
Amado no.
Asem no. So that should tell you what he wanted to do and the plan that he had in mind. But to me, I believe he should have adapted to the quality and the team more adapted. Adapted from that angle. In semi press conference, say sporting directors should do their job. Meaning, say Manchester United has the structures now, but the execution is still a problem. The problem is not about how the club is being run with organizational structure, but the execution, and they are not showing ambition. So whatever boy, I'm a club net me and more results. Yeah. To be very honest with you, the midfield ne kuta Manchester United, I'll be very surprised. Someone just signing beyond Kanwa. Ebem was United best qualify for another Champions League.
Why?
Ebem wa
pa. Kawaku atinya betre.
Ebem wa. Nemum club ne de. Yaw, omunyin tum say, we Manchester United supporter fa 2-3 mu say. Sisi a wonam AC Milan mu route na so. Aye. Oh, Debbie. Me no credit or one waka actually ni part.
Is it that AC Milan they want to say no pressure near Amorim so.
On say make AC Milan route and just see you.
Yeah.
On say AC Milan no mutimi di fourth bi.
Yeah.
Na fourth no. Omu ko remu the following season a. No akofa Italy for Gabia mo ni we mo abehim. Ye be wie season na AC Milan asa akoto so 7. E bia na United na mu no. Mo fanto mutimi. Carry ko nya magician. Onya magician. Whatever the coach has done, you need to back him. Now the Premier League's dynamics in terms of midfield tax, this season very different. The focus has always been about centre forwards in the Premier League. And Ellen Haaland. But the beautiful story of now the Premier League and the midfielders does not come with their quality but the price tag. This year, the Premier League has spent over 2 billion on players signings. But Omoma dominating headlines in the pie, one was on the pie midfielders. Now this season, the question that comes in is why the Betimia flourishing within the system, why the Betimia picking up the pieces and become the subject of change in the setup. Now there's Matheus Fernandes, there's Sandro Tonelli, there's Bruno Guimaraes, Mede Morgan Rogers Besha Hokakra. Yeah, what did they mention us no? Then what we to say Elliot Anderson. Can they change the dynamics? Last season or 2 seasons ago, the subject of discussion was around Chelsea. Yes, we offer Enzo Fernandez, Meboa. And we offer Moises Caicedo. Oh, Biancoma Odu when you are seeing and said these 2 players will change the fate of Chelsea because a 1 year day. It was slow. But I think despite the value, need the attention, they brought more Biadri, you almost said no. This could change a lot of things for the individual clubs. I think that a bit impact on their teams will delay a little bit. For example, I think Elliot Anderson will take time. Style of play at Nottingham Forest, style of playing the English national team, compared to how City wants to play under Enzo Maresca. keep ball ni bebre Matheus Fernandes Tonali omo na ahwa me hu ni se enche bi ebetimi afa Morgan Rogers yes Bruno Guimaraes yes within the terrain and the system but omo na be the reason why these teams will win trophies and I doubt there is more to their value and more to the squad these teams have set up. I don't think Tonali any Matheus Fernandes Nebema Spurs AG League and I qualify for Champions League. I think it is far off. I don't think Morgan Rogers Nebema Chelsea AG League, but Morgan Rogers will impact the team in their qualification for the Champions League. I don't think Elliot Anderson at DCT AG League. Yeah, I don't think so. But I think Bruno Guimaraes is about to push Arsenal to another title. Tiberio no near the obia value na to near yimba ko. Find the in the Premier League where teams are reinforcing their midfield. Now all Brentford for Sangare no. Now I feel we are in to watch midfield battles. But I love the way the bit of technical abilities has been attached to a lot of teams. We enjoy 9 new managers in the Premier League. New Obia fresh.
Fido abeti ahwe kwaja o.
Obia fresh. Abelo mu nyina be shimbi.
Wontumi.
Obia fresh. We'll be there.
Okay. Mate, better say. I was say share 150 million pounds for Pedro is huge for you. New team pa. Baby Edri 150.
Pedro bay.
Joao Pedro and Pedro Neto na Walker.
Pedro Neto they say 100 million pounds. The most complete Chelsea winger. It will about not the 100 million pounds account about. Why? Your man be doing come on.
I say Joao Pedro 150 some garbage I say. What else? Sana Basan Famra.
Yeah.
Ni humo mo and literally this is say
80.
Anton Gordon 80. And Joao Pedro 80. Are you a Darius?
Joao Pedro so Gordon.
Where
Joao Pedro Gordon.
No, Bruno so sa.
Where commander Petro. Why?
Say wetin dey delap money McGill near the Jackson account.
Amon kope we.
On say. Tobi now Tobi na uni Namsika.
Ayosi Perez I na say mo kwa kofa.
Perez no you know say man kan.
Dey be mo kofa.
Once me ma dey nyama mo.
Mo fe ite nko bi are mo.
Me mo di na dey ahye. Enye mo na mo bo Ayosi na me bo di Ayosi ni bia. Ka me mo di na dey ahye.
When you Joao Pedro.
Alonso.
Play on no baby o cha last season. Once I'm picking it out from there right our preseason. What do you say?
Preseason, has got fast striker. We cash out Ramos. So 46 goals preseason.
Okay, cash out. What the 80 beto Joao Pedro?
Oh yeah, 80.
80 no going to mean to Pedro Neto. Chelsea phone him tongue.
Me tell someone can delap 50 no. I'm saying England. They want to know England no. Now when you scam in England.
Whoa, Mike Bray.
Fancy, may I say, new a him about the football reasons why Bruno Fernandes also Otina. And that paints him as a legend. Because legend no relate more to Obai, and you had a period of sustained performances leading to success, achievement. Individually, collectively, you can say relatively Bruno has been successful. Collectively, yes, they've won a couple of cups near the year. Not to the standard that United tier. But again, 2013 they body base in there. Any day United if you are writing the success stories in terms of players who play a role, Emma United G Crew, Bruno Beckham as a captain is led them as well. Then individually, I think that the biggest hallmark their last season or in terms of being the best playmaker or a record assist in Premier League history. Again, FWA Player of the Year, Manchester United Player of the Season, YGBRGR. So the point is, Bruno has attained a certain legendary status. Now, the reverse is a cult figure status. I don't know why you know. So me generate artwork be am there send Shadrach say Bruno is not just a legend, but a cult figure. Now, cult figure know you more of an emotional relationship I'll develop with the fan base. Inti enyombe na United fans no moto Bruno Meboa. Yes. So the fans have a certain emotional attachment to the player. Normally, Tom cult figure ya neding. No, sounds like a legend. It makes it more difficult. Cult figure and they relate to him emotionally. Your favorite, your fan favorite, and our Tono. And no ding. No way, this sounds like a legend and captain. It makes it a very difficult thing. Yes, it's true. New kind. You cannot replace Bruno Fernandes's immediate performance for the Man United. You can't. In the same vein, you can't replace the appeal he brings to the United team emotionally and commercially. I think in terms of players the way United is here, Obienu a certain commercial appeal. Are United better now? Better Bruno Fernandes.
Yes.
The players needing. But you say United your club, but they have that commercial appeal. Into a moon sees at the form. Into first and not common or more doors room, who are players. And then, your father said, one quatric a crowd among players or more the buyer. Or moon to mean be deny that kind of reputation. Say, oh, players wait there and the club no can be modeled around them. So Newton explained the football side. The commercial side is United cannot afford to lose Bruno Fernandes. Ebehaong, Jesse sales. Again, fans never buy Bruno. No, the moment you sell Bruno, it breaks a certain tie and it communicates differently. And now a certain lack of ambition. And that emotional relationship now fans no. Now it triggers into a negative reaction. Near favorite player no. One perfect example regarding Bruno Dieno will be when Cantona Boy United. He was a legend and a cult figure.
Cantona remember to Manchester Jesse.
Sir, now why you what poppy opino
color no free Israel ba makonta. It will ba obusad wope. Lam catch some Manchester Jesse. Cantona the October no mas atam no mo yena ho ba customize no mo yena ediba makonta.
You get the point. So Omao legendary status and a cult figure status. Didier Drogba. Ebeye ya ma chanchan hair cream crab very popular. Almost Drogba the way I always say in the payment no chanchan hair cream. Exactly. He was a cult figure and a legend for Chelsea. John Terry, captain leader legend. Meboa. A cult figure. Inti ya yen the BB kakra di abo yes somo. Sana cult figure status nete yes somo. Into Bruno no one more someone. They are idolizing him. Into Tona Sikasemu never affect United. In terms of football, the United they can sacrifice a bit. Last season, 100 million. Bruno Naneka said uncle. This season they opened a certain window. You say what the best 60 something bar. You bet me at on a foreign club, Meboa. Exactly. So in terms of the football reasons and the finances, United have studied. Oh, Bruno nya 31 or 32, 33. Your tone is here a substantial fee near you reinvest it. That is the approach of how they want to run the club. But again, we acquire a legend and a cult figure who you can't touch. And that is the reason he must stay. And it would eventually pay off for United. But going forward, name community DNS and New Messi. Pep Guardiola documentary be by Amazon Prime. Now in the documentary, almost stated say a raw, meaning feeling be a wombiano. You can experience it firsthand. Yes, say the final and now yes, it's be a womb. I'm an look different. Why am I saying this? They want people to understand the 2 roller coaster seasons Pep Guardiola had, and then an exposure to the behind the scenes at the Biani yet Nani didn't come a catch was there. And only for me, the major part of club will be any activity. 90 minutes now, you who say players ni coaching Yankita Hudieno. And your idea can be just a fraction of a bigger picture. Nyoma Kessia Nanka say a course on dressing room, training grounds, even manager in the office. The developments that occur there and the impact in your team performance. So no. Maybe we oversimplify it and I say underrate it. Now, this has been painted clear. And it will expose the kind of situation Maresca finds himself in. Enre Yedinkomo, you can say he needs authority. My share documentary ne snipers. Na me read the quote being at no. Maresca needs more than authority. And then I make us say, this almost a team no cry. Not new players, why? The City players, they went down emotionally with Pep, and their passion has dried out. Juventus show 2-0 Champions League. Dressing room, yes, Pep ko show mo. Me the quote na mashara. Ko bet me dia to so ni akan kakra. Pep catch me say, "Ne ire jano." Nah, I just want to read this anyway. Guys, I want to confess something. I am effing divorced from the most beautiful woman in your planet. Is my wife, my ex-wife. I love her unbelievably. But when we lost the passion, for many reasons, we lost also for many reasons, we lost the passion. I love her. Yeah, absolutely. She loves me. Yeah, but we lost the passion. How do you play football? Because you are paid or because of something inside? Where is the passion? In your life, whatever you are going to do it with passion. I don't want any player. I want players with passion. Those were the alarm bells and they sounded my purpose. Say, players no matter the omu baby. Juventus show 2-0. They had won the treble. So where is that burning desire to do more? And I think it is a major reason Pep felt say no, I can't continue. After the last 2 seasons, 2024, 2025, maybe he thought, say, my man try one more time, na men share reaction. But after that, who said they be? No.
That was the period that Juventus sorry and then
exactly. And divorce issue, we used to twice in engagement with the players in Ankasa. Again, a bust up with Kyle Walker. Again, Pep blaming City players and they say, Omambwa entina Kyle Walker call I want to find that code for you.
Because we was walk across after that bust up on Pep on person because why the captain.
I say on no request say or call. Into dressing room row with Walker. Let me read this. Permit me. It is December 2024, and City have been beaten 2-0 by Liverpool at Anfield. Their 4th straight Premier League defeat. Walker, who failed to track Cody Gakpo's far post run for Liverpool's first goal, is partly at fault for Liverpool winning a penalty Mohamed Salah converts after losing possession, trying to atone for an error by Ruben Diaz. In the dressing room afterwards, Guardiola singled out Walker, prompting an angry exchange between the manager and his captain, which culminated in the Catalan choking up almost in tears. After being told, "You don't understand Carl" by Guardiola, who is looking away from the defender, the City captain explodes. "If you keep saying my name every meeting in every effing 10, then it's going to be impossible." We're a player to coach, Guardiola sought to explain he was not doing that and mentioned other players too, but Walker is unrepentant. F-sick, every effing meeting is my name. Guardiola replies, "Maybe because you are a captain. I say to another one now, I say to Josco, the name is just to improve." Walker's next response declaring, "I reacted to someone else. I lost the ball. You somehow bring my name into it." Then triggered a long monologue from Guardiola, who is almost in tears. Guardiola is soon in dressing room. Almost in tears by the end of it.
Wontumi.
Then Guardiola says, "If you take it personally, Carl, I'm sorry. It's my defeat. After 9 years together, in the good moments and bad moments, it's my defeat. Meanwhile, 9 years. Senior Messi atnetine mo acheche mo no. Say me criticize something done wrong in the game. Now who say I am coming at you and make Guardiola and Ejuma man ye. That is basically what he's saying. Absolutely more than anything else. If you have a problem, you have to tell me. I want to stay here for the money or just for the fact that I want to stay. I extended my contract because I want to be with you. I want to fight in this place. I want to feel that I am living. You run away from me. I don't want to feel that. But if there is a problem, come to me. Does it change the love I have for all of you? Not for 1 second, but I want to fight. That's all. Enti Kawaka free City call AC Milan loan no. And a Pep bad dressing room no catch the players they say I'm incredibly sad. So sad. Without Kyle, Guardiola began. It was so easy. Effing hell. It wasn't it was so easy for him to come to me and tell me in the toughest moments in our lives. Yeah, what you know? And the captain up belly out on us. What did you do, my friends? I feel you are directed by the players. And so, what did you do, my friends? What did you do with your captain? Tell me, what did you do? I say you are the captain, you represent us. I bought you, we bought you. We have to defend ourselves. We have to say, here we are going to die together. So the early signs was that Pep was picking signals to say, 1, players in the passion are die out. 2, maybe some have started to question his methods. And methods not just tactics, kobo. But again, how you critique players. And for a player to have that stand up with the coach, trigger a long dialogue. Pep Guardiola, you say Debiano, no, you're bold, no. Or yes, clearly, happenings in his private life and happenings in the dressing room clearly pointed towards that. Now, what this means is that Maresca has walked into a potential time bomb. One year careful, a bit may detonate any point in time. The body language of Erling Haaland maybe it's just a one-off.
Omoje community shield.
Yes. Just pick the signals. Maybe a one-off. Maybe I overreacting.
I say just
exactly.
Beginning of the season.
But the only thing to bring passion, so players buy into Maresca.
In the dressing room as well, they've seen it all.
Yes. So he needs to start winning now. Na inkugo ne twatwa suba. Then players will have the same kind of engagement. Kawoka ne pepe nyaya. And because I feel like I criticizing mistake. Ubie wanwani atia masa kawanu tum na okra by ne ye ya dada.
So bo this season. Ne kobase be a City and Shana in Premier League, Champions League, so I doubt. Maybe a Babe FA Cup bidia.
Na Haaland kwese 20 goals.
Barcelona be a bit.
Ana Maresca ne system no so strikers in time goals. So Barca they might profit, but again, Maresca needs not just authority. Pep had authority. But
says Yana Barca first come
to me.
Bring
come to Fancy Miss Romano.
Oh, true.
Seriously,
like,
Miss Romano.
True.
He has walked into.
And I want a new start to free now. Sound the NB source, no, but maybe your story, no sports bites. Na me who said no sinam chain prayer qua. Arsenal fans need be referring say. Una be catch at Tita say be humble, be humble, and no more why humble no. But season we party. City and your season we are.
The
only person who genuine way. Alonso Crab is also
Italian.
And I'm a make say to see the new school. No? It's a new school. And I thought I'm a leader of the new school.
Yeah, class captain.
We are a party.
Class captain.
Yes, school prefect to
senior man.
Boys,
so fine. Arsenal, yeah, top 6 no hold you last. But for Arsenal to have their way through with ease against City, me who be that and a Pep.
How do you
say fine? A Pep crown will lose the ama Arsenal. No. Cabon in your for more fine. City try coming back into the game.
How do you revive passion?
Eddie.
To say when you be at the first 3 games. For Maresca to have a word, a first 3 games, you know.
Also, the underlined word no cry passion because ono waje Premier League at was 4 or the Champions League. You can't trouble no wasanjibi.
No, there was some funny way to go, especially I don't know me who picture me. Now my do now black and white. I'm someone I live no. I Haaland
Ruben Diaz.
Yeah,
Foden.
For Foden soon. Yeah. Everybody say that it's a bit easier for Maresca. Yeah. Some of my game when you want to be
they need to prove.
Yes. I mean,
we are not senior figures now for corruption. And I'm sure you see this documentary in the time and also a bit dodgy the mommy. Say about now man for who say players, no, maybe about the team said Pep left because he or see any passion. I also feel a bit guilty. Then it becomes psychological.
And the question is, adding to a club now say release it
exactly.
This time.
I have bit dodgy, man. Charlie.
Mommy, a year 3P, and we have a fini about Bisham Piwak. Minia Bana where?
Yanko Pardon, Bibi Aboko.
Okay.
Medase mama nche for ni ahwefo nyina anapei na mekoso akai mo 3P garlic mixture efripi work natural health garlic kroje ni dia ye dro ni yemfanke jamfe so bi amfre mu enu ntimu ahode no ejane na so ntinim akomam na moja mu adwuma o hwa me wutie me o yade bi wo ntinim akoma enu moja ni medra me kamfo dia ma osebeboa o 3P garlic mixture boa na ebusi immune system no ediama no nti yade ntimi meo abra wafa edupai Munya nto obi nom ya pharmacy shop bi ebe wo no bowura mu je odie enu abusua ni nyina nche nom emu rent ne no bi ahodo nyi fin ne nkekawa no emfiri mu na emu na ho na moja timi ade afusane yi ama pomode mapa wo hia no onsa atimi akebi ena ye hwe numbness meka numbness atititi ya otate se obi se ne baabi aye ni tititi na ansa na no je doctor number no na frɛ no ene ne ntwetwe nkomo na ade kire ya de ni mu ekire no na wonche okwan ya wode efa so ne number ye 0248 92 88 24 Namness ye tititi ye ho asem na me ne wo eka no pe obi wo ho no se ni nipadua na kwa no o ho no ma na baabi aye dududu aye ni tititi etime ye wonsa no onan na kyese moja entimi ni afrisa ne mfa sa bia ye ho ena akofa sensunsuan so bone no ede abrel anope me kamfo dro ba kope ede abrel wo fie na otanya sensunsuan so no nipadua ne so de a nonom 3P garlic mixture droi na emwa ema moja entimi ni afrisa ne ye ewo nipadua nim se de be ya sensunsuan so bone a we frase ehunu no ebe free wo so akọ stroke ya de etimi kofa tititi ye ede ba de be nti na make sa stroke no ehya se free wadwene ne mu a na eche se moja ni afrisa ne ye enkonkwam wo wadwene ai friend cells no edo nti mframa ne nuane no bi adwene hia no enya mfa ni dwuma na adwene na jojo na aka oni padua na kwa no prekope wo ho no ma wo fanyina ewu ye bo wa wo nti yeti wa wo nti na se stroke no editititi ye no enenam na obebo ho ba free stroke ya de ne ho abo ho ba free tititi ye ne ho de a 3P garlic mixture draw and American for ediama esanse eboa ebo rent ne no be ahodo nim eyi fi ne nkeka wani nyina efri mu ememu da ho na moja timi de afrisane yi se moja de afrisane wo mu a na eche say tititi ye no entime emba so diabetes asiche ya de enso etime kofa tititi ye no ede brode ya ne so be 3P garlic mixture droi na we frase anonom na aboadi wa kegine mu e wo kwan shonkokra so ebi a wadwuma a wo ye wotena seche ana wo gina ho che menka seja ye dwuma no enu ntina sesa wo pa dupa ede bo wuchidom anopa wabobobi enwumra akoda nso wabobobi se de be ye beboa ma bibia akoso kama e wo nipadua nim wo tena se acha na wo gina na sa position na wugina ho no moja ntimi ni afusane ye emfa sa bia ye ho enu nti na abre bia abesore so wo na ase atatai aye dududu na aye tititi wa na wo hye mpabo ni frifie de ba adwuma afi obepon adwuma na abesore no wo nan na ye ma wo mpabo nim echew enko mpabo nim na eho hyehye na wo bre edro no 3P garlic mixture ebia na enubone anansa dinum bi na adamage wo nerves enu nti mamoja ntimi ni afusane ye ena akofa tititiye ede abra wonya 3P garlic mixture droi na no mebeboa sa ho ne nyina ede afri wo so toda wa wo suban ne wo ne ye ena kofa tititiye de brew wonim sampabo a wo hye pie che no atade we chechire no na so ne fenti obehye afi wa chechire wedie na ama moja ne krantimi ni afrisane yi ewo ni padua nim na akofa tititiye no ede abrew wo jai sa suban no ahwe ho so yi no na wanonom 3P garlic mixture edupa no se de be ya sa dududu na wo feel to dan so na wo hyehye pa asese bi ahwie nsuohie ana mokobi na egu moja ne ni afrisane no ama tititiye na akofa sensunsuan so bone no ede abrew 3P garlic mixture na mekanfo ede amount edemroye about so anawoda najua wontimi enna eja general body pains wa person joint no ote se hoya oya moja ntimi ne afrisani enna kofa sensun sansopone no ede abrome kanfo dupai ede amount no numbi na emwa enyisa o ha we nyina emfri wo so wonom na boa ma moja di afrisani wa beda na ho esanse tititi ye ene honam ya oni nyina ebe free wo so akọ boa mema etu tititi ye no na ehesa wo ye oba etu africhi kromu ya o efri wo so ene nsabuo na ensisi so ye no na be ma o prostate no aboa ama o bambo kese abem entena fie emfansem bia enyi wo ho ano edura wo no for general well-being de 3p garlic mixture bora pharmacy shop bia ben wo najibi shanenso sa ukoto aduro no a ewo tuom ehwewa ebo garlic ye da ho ye kokọ ne ti no eye kokọ na ya tre piwak ewo ne ti no esu ye de fita e na atre okọ na nya sa ena ohunu wadro no wa mesoko wanim wonya no bi ansa na wato wadwen ya wontante dro bi adaso nti wo ye dan no weka ho emane hawo enkyere dro bi ade ya ne se obedika ya no 3p no wonum ya 15 minutes wadro na awo no nom enkofo hawo emre wapomoden oman mo pharmaceutical shops ne herbal shops bi ade oborura mu a wonsa etime kebe me sorry so ama wawie je doctor number ni bio na menko ofre no a emfere sane oyade na tie bi a chemu kyere no na omwa 0248 92 88 0248 92 88 aya 3p garlic mixture
3p a journal a piwak and a day a buy or pharmaceutical ne herbal shops and you couple bread nearby no quick a man yerma mishoni we are about fa ya chefone ye team for no more videos more contribution no I will show no so couple
well fancy ram na ye common say under 20 World Cup no a Black Princess so mo and so echo tournament or Poland na omo could do you know emsano pani some pictures any videos Ghana's ambassador to Czech Republic Her Excellency Teresa J Mensa ono our coming mano and so Poland nyina no nkrashesem and wakachiro mu say modern mono so mutimi dan die na eboa said ebeya enu obetimi akoyi e ama eni under 20 womo a World Cup no and so betimi atodwa no yenkoma efro de bana dara 20 ni yehwese enu obetimi akoyi a yame adoma yehwese yem first game yebebo e de take all the no ebeko so on the 6th of any September ni yehwese enu ama and so betimi akoyi pa nti said enu ama si kono de ye first game na no be den ye ni kodo ye hye na ye koyi anima yebebo Korea na yesa in France e de abonto mo and ye wo mo with the group nemum ye be kick start no with against Ecuador no ayon come free or e ba na o said the new Mexico Black Princesses omo a player no so as way a assistant coach your friend Joyce AJ na Joyce area to just say the mother Black Queens na Black Princesses Joyce AJ area to from Joyce yanko Ghana Football Association yin komo kakra omo 32nd ordinary congress no anopano ye catch yourself so na komo bebrebe koso e wase pa se e be ko tete mana yen komo no de ni nyina no enso be gina sa 32nd ordinary congress no e be koso from na former GFA vice president Era Georgia Free edin komo awari to just say Ghana league no ho say ye bona out nche onim say league pa na ye bona mu nkofo bi hye ba a wo mu manipulate league no wo mu na league ni wo mu de a wo mu na kire ba bi enko we na beji we be di second we be di third eno kan obi nti na Ghana league e confirm yentie former vice president at the Ghana Football Association Era Georgia Free nkoma ore atuja.
People are putting in money, people are doing a lot of investment hoping that the league will grow. But trust me, the kind of manipulations that we know we hear. But see, don't forget, every club owner or club CEO is a friend to somebody.
Yeah.
And we discuss and we talk among ourselves. Last season, getting to the end of the league, a lot of things, I put it there. It's there on my face. Sometimes these days I decide to put them on Facebook for people to just put post watch. It's so bad. But football has become some passion for some people. But gradually, the interest is dwindling and it's dying.
enkomo kakre fi ore ba ntie no sem no na onim se ore tudwa se said the Ghana referee system esitie no the Ghana Football Association president e wo no ane referees e wo league no ma ono nso edu ba bia omo ye nuama kakra e de boa ntie no so nkomo a ore tudwa abro ne sporty edi nkomo.
I'll tell you a story. There was a match between a team from the Volta region against Vision FC in Dewu. The referees were beaten. They were beaten mercilessly. At halftime, the Volta region team was leading 3-0. The referees at the halftime, they were beaten. The referee said they were coming to. They won't officiate again. They packed their bus. They got to Legon. They were called to go back, or they will take their name from there. I am saying this here. This is the kind of system we are having in our country.
I know, you know. Say I feel it. Was say 10 term no enya de say ket you rise your man kwan say enyo no kwan na be kwa ese a new face in the pafofro e man be di Ghana e ball no enim say the be Ghana ball no e be yi pa yenti no so nkoma kakra.
You understand my position?
Yeah.
My position is that we've witnessed 8 years of Mr. Ketiyes Okriku's administration. 8 solid years. By next year, September, it will be 8 years since he took over. I am saying that Wabeyebi, very Mabeyebi, but new person must emerge to take over the F. Not necessarily me. Me, I have not taken a decision yet.
Friode bane se enkomo no edos ne mamrani ntino ye de be se ne mom Karela Fonso FIFA mo ban na ban ye de amom no eye eni se omo enso enuoma ba komienu bi Karela fo mo akwakoye ana akofa ban no dia ba na one thing se omo de car ye se no omutua player friend Sana Kamara na se omo o skbs omutua de man na omo ntua player ne de ko FIFA ema ya mom say eye 3 season registration period and ye de amom so muntimi ento play until say o me settle around here friend Sana Kamara eno enkoma efri ode benti and some of the adults ne mo fancy running tino yen fe baba Iraq Sports Stadium so report eba ne say CAF for said enuama ebisi akodi afa on say ye benya approval for international games ye hwe ni mu say eni ombeba beboa na ya say ye betimi
now preach and say na
yeah, we ready the in the atusu keke. We but baba rana wo.
What a jama ye be no ha. Why jama ku die ku odi ku aba bra.
Ya to mo first cam, the bomb besi.
Ku aba so.
I want the bomb besi so besi.
Yeah.
Oh, discover. Oh, and any here ska. I'm discover on
no, say na say dey be omo here.
Say ku na be show na say
dey ni ku a.
Ku ali.
I say we chop zaka. Ono mo member ya yi.
La come oh your story oh say.
Ayi ni play.
Story no ya can you cry loss.
I can say. Abdul Fatah Isa akudie. Ono abudi twa na ba ko Leicester no se scan e ba na man no be e kan wa sem. Na me all same room where Ipswich say anya.
Kakra ba.
But one player so imagine say onya sanfo no saa miensa
onya no miensa
so de be ira
miensa me na be ire
obenya
nkankum ye
miensa me na be
obenya
woni nkankum ye da bia na efio
but top players be 100 and so no
miensa me na be
careful with 100
na good talent le spirit adukra no
na be say
but boy you let you
onya sanfo for the miensa
let us on total
na o se be bia for ball
yeah asem no
boy edin
o to ton sa bi sa no bi sa mo makokokwa no nya kumba ko
ball de nim ne say uni pitch uni ba bia bobo
right to dream omutimi huwa la akechire no omache guloka so dia na kra ko family
academy for na yeli nyina na tse goldo anwe no bantu bebre
senate
ansa no anya ediba bia sika no anya ba ko wasa yawo oye Karela story no of fantasy Karela for ban no hona na person starting in common de ba Karela story ya couple years say ya the Karela call FIFA for player back omo ni no issue financial or fiscal issue Wontumi unresolved and a player no dey could do FIFA ho hwe odi nipa na odi players no bo mo ko FIFA Mr. Pobi on the boy angel no ye be pona boys na better players na better ni mo no mo twa Mr. Pobi at that time no dey bia na me ka say hey see Mr. Pobi age adui na FIFA processes a player complaints a do no Mr. Pobi na tiase technically Mr. Pobi so trauma wa
so why born actually new plan stars no one na there
na ya ko na ye di no hunu players amunti asem ya mebekan yi odie sabe nya force say Kofi is a boy oh ha obetumi akan Nemum trade no awdo ho ewuram as football no so one language e wo ho enye force set brofo de obi kasa e say won ti angona e say won ti twi e say won ti eve whatever wo ho but the language of football there yaw football which is a backpack the language of football sanya what is a Karela player anya kotoko player anya Hasfolk player tien yo Karela men kasa Karela for your team but me want to talk to house ho
say a idea a rare
very real very surreal nene ya kwa me place nenya ni mudie se mo antwa me ka me ko bodua me fa mo ko jansu me mo ko FIFA ho oh street no so nkomo na no mudi no ode me ko FIFA sese FIFA utumi franto man ko ho no free player ka say ona na pani mu biti akire no ko abokotoko Brian ne on kasa ne jade ode wa ko FIFA mo ni FIFA fo kasa. This is authority from a player no enim dia asasa woye and woye look na niema e wo ho a as footballers etiase ansa na my successful no yaw omo talent no e just 1/5 4 na aka no e doso kura ase omo talent no na ni players omo talent na omo eye way beyond the ohu no but omo tifie niema bi aka ese komunya ka talent no anka ni mo media ba ko ye the understanding of your trade juma na wo ye no ne ethics akwan fa so eye adwuma no yawo se wantumi antiase a obebo bra na to agu na nanu na me hu video bi na David Obeni kotoko place ni bi kasa and I watch mo player image right whatever me hu ye na me se momentum boss na me hwe video enkosi me hwe enkosi na place no bo mo se me so bo me se bi ma David so chichim na one angle be for educational purposes or kind no boys no beti ase image right no na o kase opese post video mpa it's a obeji permission oh no this statement no more figurative but literally the person chire no say what signature voice wanim out the wo yi ebetimi asa ma osika apart from talent no ni training na wo ye no eno ho na ma onya salary contract no sanity o ayo born na wo no o basic responsibility everyday training responsibility number 2 ni me nu ene ba on saka salary nemum apart from salary na wo bo no ye training ya de ma oni nti no ekwan a wo fa so wo kasa kwan a wo fa so wo nante se de wo sisire ayo bi fe na sa kwan no utimi nya sika yetimi commercialize how you even speak it's bro. Now I'm glad Mickey also has interest in this story and I know now about your story bi ha say more sala echo techie no or see obeje or no image right nyina yemfa no
ade bi on beton e wo ne din mu e wo ne kurom ye de nanim beye e wo ne kurom de skana nyina beba no ho but apart from ho the club no beye outside Egypt o mu 50%.
Still amentiase facha me manka so anka ne but me sementiase
me say Sarah no say ni image right so mu use the bia pictures ne calendars ne use mufflers ne ade na Egypt ono de ono nti ne ba beto nti ono de o na emfa so na be ba so say anya club ne be boka na omo de aye ba so mo ye no mo to omo kan fa so na be ba so no de ne nyina ne dia ba Turkey ho any outside Egypt there and also emfa so be bo mu 50%.
Where na menti ase no
okay so I'm sure Newton nie Your castle image.
And my cousin and Tias for see.
Dear David can.
Good.
Yeah.
David
Yeah.
See David
And Newton ye. Everything about you will image. Or casa. Or nickname. My main kind word. So I have the new player standard contract now.
Okay.
So individual name and nickname. Fame and reputation. Marie Jata ni de frefre okra no se be ye wa ho tedin no obi age to mu a etimi ka ho bi. Aha nti etimi ka ho fancy. Image. Good. Image and likeness. Ebi etimi ko draw obi kra no se wo a. Obetimi akotwe ho man so kakra. You get it. Then signature, voice, film and photographic portrayal. Then virtual and electronic representation, replica and other identifying characteristics. Into Benjamin Asari nya polytank deal no. AI video, meboa, but na filming and then photographic portrayal into obedidi ho. Do you get the point? Now, we image na ofa wo de wo we image ho a obedidi ho na the image right. So your image and a lead to wo claiming certain rights belonging to you by what the club contest is a club no one the colors ni logo ni jersey or trademark other items you get it and club contest no per the contract agreement ni arrangement no emma ho kwan say wom say player no one image right there but there is a certain concession a player no would have to on agreed terms with the club. Our club may use the image of the player for promotional purposes. But no crown and unlimited. Intend say what's my club intend you obey you soon as they be your restrictions were and I was say my player no prior notice say me person me use you na player no sujitum as an way to sana mono. And David in Chemono Eba say the whole thing was educational, just like Newton said. I think maybe it's been taken out of context. And your no. It is actually something the other clubs must do for their players.
I start education.
Yes, there's a branding.
Yeah, they must do for because player your asset. And you jump at the CSC no and knowledge is power. So only more and more to me to turn in your ye and a boa player no a boa club no. And David no or treachery. Inti no or cite example say impo. Say ko timbas no team. Na mu tu kwan a on fiti preko mfa phone e bia na wo hye THB cheni bi na wa record on ho de akoto TikTok na we you need permission before you do that. Send your club no ehia permission to use wo player no. You also need permission to film wa bra wo hye club apparel.
It's basi.
Inti se wo hye kodoko training kit. Se wo hye kodoko jersey. So what should be a kotokobata hoa?
Yes, the whole year has got something to do with the club.
And it's a flag and puno be the other two komwa. And you know on traffic chakeke. No, the whole permission answer. Inti ayan treachery.
Inti hano me bakuha. For instance, sa akrobeto said na boys in the shit comic asino.
Video asino.
So I
me sure so why you want
no one there call.
Yeah.
Oh, bet me claim me. So copyright here.
Say, me very sure say be a your fire side that. Yes, uncle.
Now, I may assume say encoy a kotoko player, and I use the voice. No, the yes, I didn't want. Oh, here permission to so commercialize our voice and all honour, especially if being power, my club and one son or being as a level no. But oh yeah, that I feel a club on a tono. And a person twice a year na adie. Now all sign contract and one fast voice rights and I'm makotokwa.
They be on farm. I was a club nebisa permission and no club nebia. My name is so and so ana ebia Asante Kodoko. Emu a day ye na player na babeyeno. Club nebisa player the permission and sana player na diamano. I would even write personally.
That's right.
Yeah. She said in Anriana a Vinny Penny, say image writing called pay 80% I'm married for.
Oh, but you say
nobody I mean say amount involved and as for so club never fat. The only agree, you know. But what's the make here?
Yeah,
right in the wow, 7 MTA. Say be a old ban I'll catch you Wontumi so maybe may TV. but so streaming me Facebook and YouTube I was saying me percentage or what the make because me signing for TV and radio my signing for social and the moment they be able to stream YouTube and I say Facebook you paid
so nya
what there
and my remember another football example ebi fans Real Madrid or Audi automobile sponsor now Audi for no or my represent the cars am Real Madrid players you know a club promotional initiative enti eno no the player edinemu de but o consent club no so man prior notice ebi that say Audi for the beba enti ye be hia Vini ye be hia Toni Kroos ye be hia Modric se mo mrambe wo cameo mo ye use mo image ne de aye sa club promotional activities no a commercially beneficial and then I players need to be cast and you miss me per se wom by your quota every first 3 na free me your first 3 ni we are the be a meduska intini na na terms are more can way but the image of the player a personal so right ni belong to the player ono ma kwan ma use so na wo player no the club contest ne say club no so image a club ne dia and it's also person the club ne who be e was all permission
afeni what
send me no me catch me say be a Dave kind no say try na correct
the tennis MC be kakra bi na
examples na
e bia
Pabi o ka say permission no hono coin me fit to be man
team say okay
team fan say me say nya story no
ansana yeah
ne a church ho no
or maybe because that more time no we can break down because document bibia wo we can break it down
then out of context
me who am say no me back it is had also
organizational great thing na kotoko ye no and again Hubert Jehu signed last year and he said Kojo Hubert Jehu player be or sign for Kotoko new from last year no sa contract was signed be
okay
in general me say amount for bisa say now our players in the contract me yes if you signed for a new club beginning 2025-2026 season already you have committed to this whole agreement the collective bargaining agreement 1 year ago and a congress omokoji 2 mu wow be sign it this season and also what you have to before 2025-2026 you know so when a club will contract that yeah allow masa contract new answer na the next contract
renewable no sorry no na say congress na dey means I just koroko
there's a high decision making body
no me just say just koroko
division 1 league clubs use you women's premier league clubs use you
okay
Ghana premier league clubs and so use you enti ewo baby anya just kotoko
ya wada yenye
but minim so wo mre just
minim mre nso ka baby wo
you see
this is also to you make right
I just want to say something na me fan shame kran you see
okay
baby a we ya wa abrabom bia che na beche nenso enka hoda you see there are times where obetime nya ade fofofo but utie utrim na fe ade no I was said that Chibi Okoto na boarding. I think House of Folk have done something similar. They had an opportunity to have a player who by then none stocks ne rise, but was in an unfortunate circumstance or condition. Abdulaziz Asem Americano. Real Tamale United no money no. The player was available for free or could justify. Has Tio Mutrim. Yen sign no. And that time they could have had him relatively for free as he can't to an Nkosro. Now, House of Folk have had to pay as much as over 300% of maybe what they would have paid for him in terms of transfer fee. 2, salary and KB and Kobenyano at that time come on 2,000 and then Obeche 12,000 combined. So anyway we are sitting here. So for the player Mbuna bem he worked hard part no acquiring a chia kakra into a fast withdraw and san a bank crying for the club they lost a player they could have had for free and now they are having to pay good money to get him a football moonsem but it sounds like a bravo moonsem and that is how come mostly we use some of these stories to inspire and found one idea
okay
ebia wa but your man better to
cause one boy
but just hold on keep working hard. It be at that moment, no.
I'm from videos. No, Sharak,